Now it's going. So now we got to do that again. We'll make it quicker.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Got it all over our system.
Okay. Well, we got a good idea what we're going to say. So. Man, that was my fault. Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to, I believe, episode 10 of the Anime Mystics podcast.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. I'm Roman.
I am Steven Sonosuke-sama.
And it's been a while since we've had an episode.
Yes.
As you remember from episode 9, I believe.
Yes.
We said that we would record again after Fanime.
Yes.
It is now after Fanime.
Yes.
So we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be splitting this into 2 episodes. Not just because of Fanime, but because E3 is going on.
Yes.
And since we don't just discuss anime, we talk about video games as well. There are a lot of things that we need to discuss about E3.
Yeah, I believe that as of this recording, it's pretty much just about under a month since the last episode, and like Roman's saying, it's like the anime is heating up, it's all coming to an end in a couple of weeks. Fanime happened, and I still feel like I'm recovering, even though it's been almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, currently, as of this recording, E3 is going on right now in LA, and today is Tuesday. So earlier today was Nintendo's press conference. So it feels like there's a lot to unpack. So this episode is, just like Roman said, we're going to knock out the anime portion of it, which is kind of like the main focus of this podcast. And then I'm going to do some FGO stuff, because there's been a couple updates too since the last episode. Right. And then I'm going to leave that here on this episode, and then we're going to do a part 2, which will still be considered episode 10. And that'll be the one where we go into Fanime, our Fanime review, recap, and then E3, kind of like what's going on, what's exciting, or at least what's catching my eye, what's catching Roman's eye.
Right.
And then the next episode, which would be probably 11, sounds like, it'll be back to regularly scheduled program.
Right, every other week.
Yep.
And then just look forward to that every other week, because that's back to normal. I will also be discussing what I'm going to be reacting to next season. I went through the list of anime coming out next, during summer.
Yes.
Even though it's already summer right now.
Yes.
And there's a lot, so yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go through it, let you all know what I'm going to watch, give you kind of like a brief description of what they are. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are well known. Some of them, though, aren't. So I like to choose a good variety. So,
yeah.
I don't want to do everything that's popular. I want to do some stuff that people might not have heard of and maybe get introduced to. I've had a few shows where that's happened. So I like that. I like introducing people to new things.
Right. And it's not going to get any better, because it's like the summer season has a bunch of shows that are looking pretty good, and October also, the fall season looks like there's going to be a bunch that are pretty good. So in a way, I almost feel bad for Roman, because I don't think he's going to stop reacting for the rest of the year.
No, I'm not.
But hopefully that gives you guys more content and more things to enjoy. Roman and I have been talking about implementing more keywords to make episodes easier to find through YouTube.
Right.
So we're going to keep working on that, and to just improve the overall experience as well. So we figure that with the key terms plus the timestamps, it'll help people kind of come check out the videos, check out the channel, and with the timestamps go directly to the material they're interested in. And yeah, hopefully you guys and every future viewers, listeners, like what they find, and we'll continue to evolve and get better. And we were also discussing when we want to do our manga episode.
Yeah.
So we want to do a manga episode. So yeah, there's tons to do, tons coming up. Just because it's summer, it's almost like not even a chance to slow down.
No.
So yeah. So thanks for coming. We'll keep doing our best as long as you guys stick around. And yeah, and then Roman's gonna keep doing his stuff, his reviews and all that, and his reacts. And yeah.
I know there's been a video going around on YouTube talking about how YouTube is trying to take down a lot of the anime reaction channels.
I heard.
Basically, my stance on that is if I do get taken down from YouTube, I'm just going to move over to BitChute.
Oh, there you go.
Because I already posted links to the videos on BitChute.
Okay.
Because I used to do Google Drive, but One Piece got my Google Drive shut down for copyright.
Oof.
So I went to BitChute, and I haven't had any issues since.
Okay.
So
cool.
if I do get shut down on YouTube, I'm just going to start, make a post somewhere saying, hey, go to BitChute. I'll be over there.
Got it.
From now on.
Good to know.
So that way anybody who's subscribed and still wants to come over and watch the videos, you'll know where to find me.
Awesome.
But so far I haven't had any problems, but we'll see.
All right.
I can't make any guarantees that they won't just shut me down one day.
We'll pray to Madoka and make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'll pray to Harui.
Tomato.
Yeah. Or Ishtar, one of the two.
Ishtar, I can accept the Church of Ishtar. The cult of Ishtar is always acceptable, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, so as we said, this is going to be the anime-specific one, and a little bit of FGO.
Yes.
Yes. So you want to just start getting right into the anime?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you just caught up with JoshiKausei.
Yes.
I caught up this last weekend because I needed to catch up to everything. I was like 2 weeks behind on a lot of shows, and JoshiKausei is the easiest one to catch up on because they're like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, you can. I was gonna say you could do it with your eyes closed, but I wouldn't recommend it. They don't make any noise.
Yeah,
so
you wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
it's one of the only shows where you have to actually watch it.
Yeah. It's like I would love to see some jabroni just be like, "When's the dub come out, sucker?"
Yeah, I need those American grunts.
I know, right? Oh man, we need to pay one of those English voice actors $700 just to do grunts. Oh man.
And maybe some random patriarchy
God damn it. Oh man. We should do a podcast on that, on Funimation. Oh man, because I've actually, that's what I've been doing in my spare time, is watching all that stuff. But I'm not going to distract. We're here to talk about Moe high school girls. We'll talk about Vic and Funimation another time.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, I really don't know a whole lot to talk about, but I'm glad that I am watching JoshiKausei. It's Moe Blob, you know,
it is.
And is it the main character whose name I still don't remember? She's really getting a lot more like build up and exposure, and you can kind of see how, even though she's kind of like a JK, that gal type, she's actually, you know, she cares a lot about her friends and all that. So in 3.5 minute episodes, you get that, you still get that feeling. So
yeah, they do a good job of pacing and giving you information in the short amount of time they have.
Yeah,
and without any words, which is impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. It almost makes me curious to just go and read that 4 coma and see how that all plays out. But you know,
it's pretty good actually. I've read a bit of it. Well, I can't even say read. I've looked at a little bit of it.
You've seen a couple of still shots.
Yeah, you don't even get the grunts really in the manga. So
amazing.
You're just like looking at images.
Amazing.
It's like a picture book.
Well, it's good to know that they're consistent in terms of the manga and the anime. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the scenarios are pretty funny. Like I said, the very first episode with thigh slapping, it was kind of like, okay, because we're going to be that kind of a show. And then, you know, the straw monsters, and then the foggy windows. There's just a lot of adorable scenarios going through, and it's a quick watch, so it gets my recommendation. If you're coming from shows like, I bought a mic, Nesoberry, so I'm just going to say, if you like those Moe girls like Blendess, Oshiete no Galko-chan, you know, those kinds of high school girl stuff, I recommend it. I think that's right up the alley.
Yeah.
So
definitely your cute anime of the season.
Yeah, or We Never Learn, if you like that, or those kinds of shows. Then high school girls doing cute stuff, I say check it out. Gets my recommendation for sure.
These last 2 episodes, the last one anyway, was a little more serious.
Yeah, the last 2 were a little bit more serious because you saw the other girl when she came into the classroom and how no one wanted to be her friend, but then the main character came over and became her friend, and now here we are, and they're all friends. And then, like you said, the student council president, how she was kind of a bitch, but then she met the main character and she kind of loosened up, and you know.
Yeah, well, plus she was a little attacked.
Yeah, she might have been bullied.
They didn't help.
No.
But, yeah, the last two were just how she met her friends and where they, why they are the way they are now.
Flashback story arc.
Yeah, in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Total.
Take notes, Naruto.
Yeah. Naruto with their flashback within a flashback.
Time for a filler. Jeez.
I don't understand why they did a flash. Never mind. I'll get into that some other time. But yeah, JoshiKausei, really, really cute moe series.
Yes.
Definitely recommend.
Yes.
Again, it's 3.5 minutes. You could waste the time.
You could, like, when it's all done, I guess, like, 12 episodes, you could just knock it out on a lunch break.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely a lunch break.
So, but yeah.
But fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And the characters are pretty cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's not a whole lot to talk about with the series. Because it is only 3.5 minutes. And it's not like they're fighting people.
Right? So, all right, let's jump into One Punch Man then. Well, yeah, go ahead, Rowan.
Well, sort of. So One Punch Man, we're going to get into that in a later episode. Probably, maybe. Well, it's going to have to be a later episode because I watched that with Belle, my cousin, and she hasn't been coming over lately. So whenever she comes over, we're going to watch all of it. Like
Nice.
whatever we need to catch up on, we're watching all of it. I don't care what she says.
It's just gonna be a giant marathon.
Yeah,
Man.
So I think we're going to have like 4 episodes, maybe 5.
Okay.
We already do that many for One Piece, so might as well do that with One Punch Man and just take the week to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll talk about that one later when me and Belle catch up, and I can actually join in on the conversation.
Yeah, it's I haven't seen this week's episode as of the recording, and all I really have to say is people still wanted to knock the animation.
Right.
Who did we say was doing it? JC Staff?
I think it was JC. Staff. Let me look this up really quick.
Okay.
Oops.
Well, the animation studio that's doing it, people still like to knock them around and all that because they're like, oh, they're not Madhouse. And it's all like, okay, sure, but for what it's worth, they're doing a decent job. I mean, I feel that this show is fine, So again, I still haven't seen a drop in quality. Roman sent me one of the rankings, and it's still like what 10th or 11th or 12th or something. So it's not at the top 10 anymore, but it could also be too. Like I feel it's also just superhero anime burnout.
Yeah.
Especially with like My Hero Academia just dominating everything. So
and then a new season of that coming out.
In the fall. So that's kind of what I kind of feel, but yeah, I don't know what else to say without discussing the episode in entirety. It's just, it still feels like One Punch Man, I love the voice actor for Saitama. He was Achilles in the Fate universe, and he's hilarious.
He's Achilles?
He is Achilles. When I discovered that he was Saitama does Achilles in the Fate universe, I was all like, so that's what this fucker's been doing. It's like he just vanished off the face of the planet. It was like One Punch Man season 1 ended, and then he just didn't do anything. I was like, what was he doing? He was like, nothing. And it's like, if you look at his IMDb, his IMDb, it was like 2014 One Punch Man, and then it's all like nothing. And then 2016 Achilles Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah, it's JC Staff.
It's JC Staff?
JC Staff, yeah.
And the only reason why JC Staff leapt out at me was because they're the ones that are going to do Mom and her 2-hit attacks this summer.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, if everyone's just dumping on him right now for One Punch Man, it's like, are you guys going to dump on him for an isekai with hot MILF?
No, because there wasn't a first season made by Madhouse.
Touche. Point taken. Alright. So as long as Mom and her 2-hit attacks doesn't get done by Madhouse, and then JC Staff comes back, we'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah. It's always going to be a little weird when another studio picks up a season from something that was already done by a better studio. But, again, JC Staff isn't doing a bad job.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
Yeah. I mean, Saitama's pretty minimalist, so
yeah, right.
You can't mess him up.
Right. Thanks, One. His name is One, right?
Yeah, One.
Yeah, One.
I know that I've noticed a few little discrepancies with the art and animation a little bit, but I don't go like, you suck. You're horrible.
Yeah, no, some of these
Bring
guys...
back Madhouse.
Yeah, some of these guys
No,
are like
no.
the death threats and the Twitter bombs, and it's like, ooh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Don't mess with y'all.
Same with Isekai Quartet. We'll get into that in a later date because we haven't watched today's episode. Today's Tuesday, the 11th, so we haven't watched the newest one yet. We might even just talk about it in the next one because by like the part 2, we might just talk about that really quick.
Oh yeah, just kind of touch on it, sure.
Yeah, because
sure.
We'll watch it by then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's going on with One Punch Man and Isekai Quartet. We'll talk about those at a later time.
So, to be continued, the little JoJo arrow right there.
Yeah. I don't know the music.
Yeah. Oh, Roundabout?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Roundabout. It's a good song, by the way.
Yeah. If only it wasn't associated with JoJo. Anywho, alright. So, that's the catch-up on One Punch Man. So, next up, Bokuben, We Never Learn.
We never learn. And they certainly don't learn.
So, how about that new girl?
I like her.
You know, I like her too, I'm not gonna lie. At first I was kind of like, but then it was like the teasing personality and all of that, and the, is she, won't she kind of a thing is kind of like,
She seems to be pretty open about it. In a teasing kind of way.
Yeah. I don't buy it just yet. I mean, but then again, we saw the, what's her name? With the blue hair.
Fumino?
Yes.
I think it's Fumino.
Yes. She's kind of like playing coy as well.
Yeah.
So
she's taking that pretty far, too.
Yeah, she's...
Because the new girl did ask, you're really into him, right? And she goes, you're off base here.
Yeah,
like,
that
straight face.
deny.
When I watched that, I was like, yeah, whatever. you know you're into him.
Can't fool me.
You're just trying to convince yourself you're not so the other two can have a shot.
She's just being nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was, I remember a couple weeks ago when we started doing this, and I was all like, I don't know if I'm like, and then I'm like, now I'm fully invested in it, and I was like, oh, this show's fucking amazing. When's the Nendoroids coming out?
Hopefully soon.
Oh, you know, I'm not gonna lie too. Ogata, the tsundere, glasses, megane is also kind of growing on me too. On
Rizu?
What's up?
Rizu?
Is that it? Oh, the glasses one?
Yeah, Rizu.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure her last name's Ogata.
Okay.
I always call her Rizu.
Okay, that's how I remember. She's growing on me. She's growing on me a lot. I have a, you know, I don't know. It was like back in the day, I was really into tsunderes. I thought they were adorable, and then I kind of fell out. But then they're kind of growing back on me again. But she's fun. It's also fun too because she's like not soon by choice. It's just the dude is so dumb. He just doesn't get the hint, and so she's throwing hints, and he's just so dumb. And then she gets pouty about it.
Yeah, it's the pout.
It is the pout. It's the pout that definitely sells it too. I mean, Swim Girl still is the best, but I think if I was to say who's kind of closing the gap is Ogata.
Teacher's growing on me too.
Yes, Sensei is also growing. So I don't know if you saw the post. I don't know if I tagged you in it, but Sensei's voice actress is Lin, who debuted in Fire Emblem Fates as Aqua, or if you played the American version, Azura.
Okay.
That was her grand debut into voice acting, and she does the Sensei. And I guess last week now was her birthday, so happy birthday to Lin.
Yes,
and that's when I discovered that she was the same voice actress. So
when they do those posts where they show all the characters they played.
Yeah, because apparently it was also Miyuki Sawashido's birthday too, so I was like, oh shit, it's Miyuki Sawashido. So I had to go and like, oh, happy birthday. And then it was also, I think it was on Sunday or Saturday, it was Kana Ueda's birthday. Rin, so it's like a Rin.
Oh yeah,
so
it
was
I saw
her
that
birthday.
One. I saw that one.
So yeah, there was a lot of birthdays over the last week. See how all the things that happens? Gone one con and everything happens. E3 happens. Jesus comes back.
I know.
Man, everything goes down. Thanks, Fana.
Comes back and then loses faith in humanity.
Yeah, and then he just goes away. He's all like,
I was never back.
Yeah.
I'll come back in another million years.
He comes back, he's like, you guys haven't recognized that Swim Girl's the best girl and we never learned. I'm out.
Nope, haven't recognized it yet.
No.
I'm still on the Tsundere train, so
Tsundere?
So Rizu is right now my top.
Yeah? You like them pouty faces?
Yes, I do. Although I like them all, but she's my top.
Fair.
It's hard, you know. One week it's like, Uruka's pretty cool. That's the swim girl.
Yeah, swim girl.
And then the other time it's like, nope, it's Rizu.
And they're like, oh, it's Sensei.
Yeah.
Sensei's making a strong argument.
She is. The cockroach episode.
Oh, man.
She's just...
Fucking hell. Oh, man.
It's like, can I be around her when there's a cockroach? She'll be all over me.
What the hell did they call it? Mr. Goro? Goro-san, I think?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. The secret name that the restaurants give the cockroaches so nobody freaks out.
Right. The code. See, that's what I'm saying, is that tsundere can hold it down, you know?
And she was like, if there's a cockroach at the restaurant, will you come and help me out? Well, it looked like you handled that pretty well, so...
Right, just the bait, just baiting him, and he's just like, what? Oh, you so dumb.
Yeah. But that's pretty typical for a harem.
It is.
Protagonist.
I was just about to say that too. It's like, this is the same thing that happens. And we keep watching these shows. The main dude is so dumb. And yet we still come back and watch these dumbass shows. It's gotta be the girls. It's gotta be the waifus, man. I can't.
I'm pretty sure nobody comes back for the main dude.
No.
It's definitely the waifus.
Oh.
Everybody's like, I gotta see my waifu in this episode. I don't care how dumb the guy is.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What was it? I know when I was reading Nisekoi, he was like top dumb.
Top dumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, Jesus, dude. You got all these girls. They're not even like hiding it, and you're just
dense,
pushing them away because you had your eyes on one of them.
Wow.
And then he didn't even end up with that one.
Amazing. Incredible.
But yeah, nobody goes to these looking for the dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure even the female fans don't even come to this looking for the dude.
No, well, actually, one of my friends, she actually just watches We Never Learn because she wants to cosplay Uruka. So that's the only reason why she's watching.
Wow. But yeah, good couple of episodes, the last ones.
Yeah, and I'm almost sad that it's going to end. Well, is it ending or is it going to keep going?
I think it's only 12 episodes.
Boo.
I mean, it looked like there was a couple more girls that need to be introduced based on the ending.
Right.
So, you got to do a second season. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep going. And we're gonna see where we end up, and I hope that we get more. It's like I really want to see Uruka get more exposure, even though I know she's had like an episode or two already, like dedicated to her.
I mean, she's the closest one to getting him.
Yeah.
Then again, she is kind of a childhood friend, so
that's why I'm worried. So like, oh no, it's the curse. Is the curse in effect?
I keep mentioning that in the reaction, like, she's a childhood friend. She's not going to get him. No. Like, but then again, it looks like they were friends in middle school.
Yeah.
That's not that long ago.
Yeah, but it all counts. You still haven't seen Cells at Work, huh?
I still have not.
Oh, okay. The white blood cell that's dressed in pink, she was the childhood friend. That's why he ended up with red blood cell.
Oh.
The curse, man, it's too strong. Its power is too strong. I mean, once in a while, someone does break free, like Orihime from Bleach. But
it's very rare.
You know, that's like saying one person does win the lottery every now and then, you know? So, the odds are just so astronomical.
Yeah. I mean, it's never me, so I don't care who wins. I could really use the money, though.
Yeah.
If you end up winning the lottery and you don't want it, you can send it to me. I don't mind.
Oh, you know.
No, I'm joking, guys.
Well, if that happens, the only reason I'm giving you money is because you got to be winning me shit from whatever this Toribo. That's the only reason why I'm giving you money.
Or iCatch or PC7. One of the three.
There you go. And hopefully, whenever that happens, We Never Learn might get some Nendoroids or something.
Yeah, I know. iCatch does put Nendoroids on there.
Oh wow!
Like they had Needle Chris on there.
Oh wow!
Because I tried getting her, but I spent like $100 and didn't get her.
Ouch!
I was like, I could have just bought 3 of them. It's like I'm an idiot. I should have waited for anime because I think she was there.
Yeah, she had just come like the week before.
I bought an Ishtar though, so you know.
Nice. Ishtar is the better goddess.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, We Never Learn was good. So definitely got Rizu as my waifu right now.
Team Uruka until further notice.
And I can't even be like, you're an idiot for having Uruka because I like them all, so it's justifiable for anybody to say that one of them is their waifu.
Yeah, it's like every new episode comes out, and makes an argument for the other one or for the next one, and it's just kind of like, you know, the beginning of the show, and even in the last one too, where the sensei is still kind of being a jerk to Ogata.
Yeah.
Or Ogata. It's kind of like, come on, sensei, loosen up. We know you're a big softy on the inside. But yeah.
But she's still trying to push her to do something that she's actually good at instead of what she wants to do because of her whole figure skating thing.
Me.
And I'm like,
Could be a jerk.
I was like, that was you, though. You know, that doesn't mean it's going to happen to everybody.
Don't be a jerk.
You just made a bad decision.
Right?
You should have known that figure skaters only last until they're like 20s.
Yeah, haven't you seen Yuri on Ice?
No.
Alright. Well, that's all I got to say about We Never Learn.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to.
Alright.
So until, I think next time, by the time we get back, it'll be over. So we'll be doing a series wrap-up on that.
Sounds good. We'll see who won.
Yeah, well, I think it's still going, so I don't think anybody will have won.
Boo.
Alright. But maybe by the end, Fumino will finally be like, okay, I want to go after him too.
She'll be honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm hoping for by the end of the season.
Honest Fumino.
Yeah.
Fair. So, on continuing the trend of impossible women, Senko-San.
Oh, yes. Little fox lolly. 2 fox lollies. Because you got Shiro as well.
Shiro, yes. Shiro is growing on me as well. But you say fox lily, but then when she's playing volleyball and she goes to do a jumping spike and she breaks her back.
That's an old lady.
She is an old lady. So I like that because I keep thinking about the article, was it Kotaku or whatever, where they're all like, oh, Senko-san is awful because it gives such unreasonable expectations. And it's like, see, you're one of those jabronis that goes and watches these animes and then you're like, it doesn't matter if she's 800 years old, she still looks like a loli. And I'm all like, see, now, you know, you're just messed up because you're just hating on small people. You know, small people, horizontally challenged, vertically challenged people need loving too, you know. And if you're just miserable and hating on people just because they're tiny, that's mean. That's very mean.
I mean, it's just like the song says. Short people have no reason to live.
Well, I guess a lot of people have heard that song. I haven't heard that song, or maybe I have, but I just ignored it.
It's the same dude that does the music for Toy Story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did that song.
Wow, what a dick. I bet he gets off on toys being burned too, huh? Melted? Wow, what a jerk. Okay, well,
I can't remember his name, but yeah, he did that song. One of these days for my grandmother's birthday, because like I usually call her short, I call her a hobbit.
Jeez.
I'm gonna play that song for her. She's gonna beat me up.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna pay a Senko cosplayer to come kick your ass. Damn. Man,
I'm joking, everybody. So
no.
I don't really think that.
Yeah. No, it's you know, I don't know what else to say. It was like, we got our beach episode, of course. It's mandatory. And I'm not gonna lie, the older QB with the 8 tails or the 9 tails.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's more my speed. But
yeah, mine too.
But not gonna knock Senko. Senko is pretty wholesome. Once again, Moe Fox Kitsune doing Moe Fox Kitsune things, and when they. So, I used to work in a kitchen. Facebook headquarters is out here in the Bay Area where Roman and I are practically in. And I used to work at their kitchen that they have there because they have two giant-ass cafeterias and a bunch of little outlet restaurants there. And so I used to work there. And so, you know, cooking has a special meaning for me. And so when they did the gratin episode, I was just kind of like, huh. And, the Japanese interpretation of gratin was just interesting, how they did it with, like, macaroni. And I'm more familiar with, like, the potato version.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be, but then they used macaroni.
Yeah, they used macaroni. They used pasta, and it was, like, interesting. Or it just could be the French or the Italian interpretation of it, too, because that's also what they like to do, is they'll take, like, French and Italian recipes and kind of mix it. Or, you know, sometimes they just don't have all the ingredients available because it's just the nation of Japan. So they alter it. Yeah, they improvise. And I figured that kind of could have been it too. But That's an episode that's a recipe that you could totally do in real life and just kind of replicate that. So if a Kitsune shrine maiden Miko can do it, then I think anybody listening to this can do it as well. I have faith.
Yes.
And it's so funny too because the mangaka neighbor, she also was like, I could do it too, and she cranked it out. She did it.
I like her. She's funny.
Yeah, and her and Shido are pretty funny too. I know that like 2 minutes ago we were saying, "Oh, Shido's awesome," but if she ever puts sugar in my ramen, I'm throwing her out the window.
She put sugar in everything. She's gonna put it in the gratin.
Oh,
remember, she was gonna do that.
It's true.
And they're like, "What are you doing?" She's like,
"Oh no,
adding ingredients." It's like, "This is sugar." Get that out of here.
Throwing her ass out the window. I swear. After all that work, put it in the oven for like 40-45 minutes, you pull it out and it tastes like sugar. Oh, yeah, your ass is getting thrown out the window. I don't care how adorable you are. I don't care how good at Smash Brothers you are. You're going out the window. Oh, man.
The one thing I did find kind of refreshing about the beach episode was it wasn't reliant on fan service.
Yeah.
Since it's, Fox Kitsune's.
Yes.
They don't have a whole lot going on.
Yes.
But they could have, kind of looted the neighbor. But they didn't. They decided not to. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, they kept it wholesome. So it was like, it was the most quote-unquote cleanest beach episode in a while.
Yeah.
So,
or probably ever. I don't know.
I mean, that's the whole nature of the show, is it's the cleanest, wholesome show in a long while, if not ever. And once again, it's like, I don't know, hating on Senko-San as a show is just like kicking a puppy. It's like, why? Again, I question how miserable could you possibly be to just be all like, I don't know who I'm going to fight, but I'm going to pick a fight with Senko-San. It's like, why?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
It's
Senko
like,
did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's just here to help.
I know. I mean, it's in the title. Helpful Fox Senko-San.
Yeah.
So you're just like, I don't want your help.
Yeah, right. Too adorable for me. I'll vacuum my own apartment. Never vacuums. So, man.
She doesn't even like the vacuum.
No.
Senko, she gets scared. I find that funny, too. She tries to use, like, all the appliances and stuff. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Like she did the laundry by hand?
Yeah, because she tried to use the washing machine, and it didn't work.
No deal.
And then she tried to use the rice cooker, and the rice didn't cook. And I think she tried using the microwave. She tried using all of the appliances at once and blew the circuits.
Yeah.
The box.
Yeah. The AC.
Had to wait till the guy came in.
Yeah.
to fix it.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, too, on the Groton episode, the oven was also the microwave. Fucking Japanese technology is amazing. God damn, where are we at? We just got refrigerators that can alter between crushed and cubed ice with a button. We have like smart fridges. They're over there. They have microwaves that are actually ovens. Like, are you kidding me? How far behind in tech are we?
Got cars that talk too. So,
my goodness, Japan.
I remember when I was there when I was in the Air Force.
Yeah,
they'd have the trucks that come in.
Yeah,
and they'd be like telling you to get out of the way, or but they'd be in Japanese. So I wouldn't understand it, but yeah, they talk. I think they're all preloaded, phrases, but it speaks to you. Get out of the way, idiot.
Yeah.
I'm coming through.
I want to take a moment, a brief break from Senko-San to show that someone made this video on YouTube called Aqua Crying for 395 Seconds Straight. Y'all are some assholes.
Poor Aqua. Jesus. Come on, people.
Aqua did nothing wrong.
She does her best, even though she puts them all in debt. And
it's not her fault, damn it.
Not her fault she has horrible luck.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Aqua.
We need more Konosuba.
We do. I can't wait for the movie. Hope that comes over to this side.
I would imagine so. I would say so. I think that we could go more in depth in this when we talk about Isekai Quartet, but they seem to be having a lot of fortune with the Fathom events and all that, getting them out in the theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that they're going to continue to expand on that. So, in relation to Senko-San, if they did a Senko-San movie, I would like to see that in the theaters too.
Yeah. I don't know what it would be about, though.
Oh man, you wouldn't last. You by like 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in, you'd pass out. It's too comfortable. It's too comfy.
Unless they wanted to do a movie that dealt with the that guy's ancestor.
True.
And how they met.
True.
Because they keep hinting at that.
Yeah.
But they don't actually go into like how she knew him. Like, it looks like it's the same situation, but like what came about between them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe by the end of the season.
True.
They usually weigh on stuff like that for the end of the season.
Yeah. Then they hit you all at once.
Yeah, they get you in the feels.
Yeah. Yeah. Senko-San movie 2, Fumo.
Yeah. But yeah, Senko is great.
It's gonna be sad, honestly, when it's over. I think that I might legitimately be sad that Senko-San has to end.
And well, I don't know if this is a series that would get a second season.
I'll leave
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
With Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like shows you think will get a second season never do, and then ones that you're like, this show sucked, and they end up getting 3.
True. It's actually true. It's like the logic of anime. So that's why the rule is you should just hate all anime, and then it'll never end.
Yeah.
Should be like, Naruto sucks. Now we're on Boruto.
Boruto.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like Bleach is awesome. Bleach is the first one dead.
It was. Then I think they rushed the ending too to get it over with.
Just kill it. It was just happily going about its business, and then they were like, "Nope, let's take it to the backyard and pull the trigger."
I think Hunter x Hunter is coming back.
Yes.
Anyway, we're kind of getting sidetracked here.
All right. In conclusion, Senko-San is going to be ending pretty soon. That makes me sad, but at least we got our Bleach episode, and I'm happy for that.
Yes.
And if I ever make Groton, I'll be sure to post up the results.
The way they did it on the show?
The way they did it on the show.
Noodles?
Yeah.
Macaroni?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Shield Hero time?
Shield Hero.
Alright, Shield Hero. So what happened in Shield Hero?
Well, we got Justice. Justice on, well, what's her face?
Bitch!
Yeah, I still don't want to say her name. I don't care what it is now. I still don't want to say it. But you haven't completely caught up yet.
Yeah, I'm one behind.
So I'll refrain from talking about that episode.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty chill episode. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's good to know. I had known because I saw someone, I think, put up a screen cap or something, or maybe it was on the wiki when I was just looking at who the voice actors were. But someone had said that Malty becomes Bitch. Her name changes into Bitchy or Bitchy. And so I was like, that sounds like nonsense. That what? And then it happens, and I was like, I guess not everything on the internet is not a lie.
No.
Alrighty then.
You can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Fair. It's a fair point. And it was my fault. That was my bad for doubting the internet. I will never make that mistake ever again.
Well, lesson learned.
Yes. I shall never repeat that mistake.
Oh, it was great how they did it too.
Yeah.
Getting all of it, like everything out.
Yeah, I am concerned that he's getting premonitions now as a side effect of the shield. So now he's getting like clairvoyance. Shoutouts to Fate fans. But I don't know. It's like by tomorrow from the recording, there'll be the next episode. So now I'll be 2 behind this week. So I need to catch up. But I'll be caught up by tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. I want to see what's up with that. I want to see if that was just him tripping balls or if that actually is him getting clairvoyance. So that has me interested. But, at the same time, as much as Naofumi, let's be honest, he was a dick way back when. In the first episode, he was a dick. He was kind of a douche. Let's not kid ourselves here. But what happened to him kind of hardened him and made him, kind of a dick. But he was like a dick that had the right to be a dick.
It was warranted.
It was warranted. But now it's kind of like, all right, bro, you can kind of loosen up. And he kind of has. But at the same time, too, for all the shit that he went through and he got and all that, he's still the good guy. And I kind of feel with that because that's kind of how I personally am. Like, I talk gang loads of shit, massive amounts of shit. I love talking shit, but it's never my intent to actually honestly hurt somebody. It's just, I feel that, there are limits, and you just don't go too far. Having fun and just, that's fine, but, at the end of the day, yeah, you don't be a dickhead. Don't do anything that will go too far and create irreparable damage. And, when you get put in a scenario like Naofumi did, who is to say how anybody would react or how anybody would take it? But, I guess you could say, for lack of a better words, that he had a guardian angel that came and straightened everything out. And that doesn't always happen in real life, let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's not always a magic silver bullet that comes out and fixes everything. So, in terms of fiction and anime, it was good that this got wrapped up.
Right.
And it was kind of like, there you go. Which is also kind of an interesting take, too, because I know we talked about this briefly, and we said we weren't going to talk about it again, but in regards to, like, the Funimation claim... and what's currently in the political climate, people love throwing allegations around, and then when you ask for evidence or say prove it, they get offended. Like, oh, how dare you question me? And it's all like, well, I want to believe you. I don't want to disagree with you, especially if I know you personally. I definitely want to be on your side, but at the same time, if we're going to lock some dude up or burn him at the stake, I need to know this is the right choice.
Right.
I'm
not just going to blindly follow you.
Yeah, and so, again, it's funny that we basically had an anime that's, in a visual form, represents what's going on in the real world, about just how people get wrapped up in whatever's going on with them and in their head or in the narrative, and they're just like, man. And sometimes the people that get falsely accused, they get justice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Most of the time.
But yeah, most of the time. So yeah, I think that it's all good, and I think that the other thing too is that props to Naofumi as a character for just keeping his shit together. As much as he just wanted to be like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out. He didn't do that, and that's kind of what gives him that hero title and Shield Hero.
Right.
It is the ability to just go diving into the shit and still just keep swimming. Granted, Sword Trash Panda did help. We're not going to take anything away from her. And fighting Kung Fu Chocobo also helped. I'm not going to take anything away from her either. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to more Shield Hero. That's for sure.
Yeah, we still got. Well, once you watch this, we'll have 3 episodes left.
Okay.
Because it's 25 episodes.
25? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if as soon as the 25th episode drops, they're already like, Season 2 coming 2020.
Right.
I wouldn't be
surprised.
Slime. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Slime is also 2020, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's going to have 2 shows. They started at around the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I think, Slime started a season before.
Yes, and then Shield was like right in the middle, yeah.
And then Slime ended and Shield continued.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah,
yeah,
they'll probably do that. I could see that happening, where they just announce it after the season ends. Second season coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hope so.
I also thought it was funny how ex-princess kept trying to lie despite having the slave.
He means bitch.
I refuse to call her by any name. I don't care what it is.
Princess bitch.
Yeah, her. How she continued to try to lie despite having that slave crest on her.
Mom called it. So like she'll lie all the time. No, like, oh my god.
It's like you've got something on you that's gonna hurt you every time you lie, and you're still gonna lie?
I'm not lying.
Oh man, you're just an idiot. What is a
bitch?
What is that phrase? Crazy is trying to do the same thing and hope for a different result.
Yes, insanity. Insanity. The definition
of
insanity is doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result.
Yeah. Nah, that was basically it right there. She kept hoping for a different result, but no.
And it was so funny too when Motoyasu and Spear Hero, she's all like, you want to try? And he's like, hell yeah! So are you a lying bitch? No! Oh man, I laughed. I might have lulled at that.
Well, he's been the one that's been the most trouble.
Yeah.
He just believed her everything she said without any kind of evidence.
Yeah, well, you know, she's got boobs. It's a convincing argument.
This is true.
She's got two real good reasons not to be telling the truth. Oh man, I can't believe I said that. But yeah.
I mean, it's hard to deny.
Yeah, I know.
She might be the way she is, but she is still pretty nice to look at.
He was thinking with the other spear. Oh man. Good times. Princess bitch.
Yes.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I am surprised that I didn't see any Princess Bitch cosplayers at Fanime. I was honestly expecting at least one. But then again, what they did was there was no official, like, Shield Hero gathering, even though there were Shield Hero cosplayers.
Right.
They just did one Isekai gathering. And I was like, oh, that's gotta be a giant mess. But, like, I don't know if I showed you, but there was, like, a couple of good, like, slime cosplayers. Like, there was a bunch of cosplay. There was a bunch of, like, human Rimuru.
Yeah.
And it was pretty solid or decent weather, at least on Sunday, for that coat that Rimuru wears. So, I mean, that was a good call for them.
Nobody did the slime version?
Like, some of them carried them. Like, some of the Rimuru cosplayers had the slime cushion with them. But, for the most part, it was like a Shion cosplayer. They had the Rimuru plush. And that's kind of how they did it.
I'm disappointed in you cosplayers. I figured some of you might have figured out how to do a slime version of Rimuru.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of showing off right now to Roman some of the cosplayers.
By the way, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not actually disappointed. That's difficult.
To just be a giant slime?
Yeah. Unless you, like, just put yourself in a giant balloon and walk around. Like, roll around somewhere.
Amazing. Oh man, there was one more that one about where did you go? I'm trying to dig out pictures while also holding a conversation. And it's all like, once again, I'm gonna get all of these up at some point. I haven't had, okay, here we go. This might be the same one, but this was her solo.
Okay.
And then I asked her to do a pose. So, yeah, Shion cosplayers are the best. You always get my love and respect. So, Shion cosplayers, keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
You rock. Shion was best girl from Slime, I'm sorry. But...
She was.
It's
one of the few we agree on.
Poor girl can't cook. But doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. She smashes, and that's all that matters. Shion smash. That's all you gotta do. So,
doesn't know how to cook, it's just poison. Nearly killed Gobta. Had to build up a poison resistance to survive.
See, she's just helping him out, man. Oh man, I you know, now that I think about it, I kind of regret not going to the Isekai meetup. I don't know what I was doing at the time, but oh well, whatever. Next time, Gadget. Next time. Yeah. So Shield, and maybe who knows? Maybe at AX, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of Shield, bunch of Slime. I wouldn't be surprised if at AX there's even a couple of Queen cosplayers from Shield Hero.
Oh yeah.
It's just going to be absolute murder because that weekend, that 4th of July weekend in LA, always like 90s, dude. It's always just the worst. So if you are a Queen from Shield Hero cosplayer and you're going to AX, Godspeed. Madoka speed. I thank you and I wish you the best. But man, that is intense.
Yeah,
that is brutal to do heavy cosplays like that weekend. Oof. But it doesn't stop them because it's such a major con. It's like this is your chance to showboat. So you'll probably see like a lot of Naofumi Raftalias. So
lighter wear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel more sorry for the Goblin Slayer guys.
Oh god,
because there was a Goblin Slayer at Fanime.
There was like 2 or 3 that were in full armor. I got one, and I got his Twitter that I've been meaning to upload his photo. But like I said, I'll get to that when I upload all of these.
Right.
But yeah. And there's gonna be a couple of them. I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
at AX.
Cosplayers are pretty dedicated.
Yeah, the heat, that doesn't stop them.
No.
So,
But
yeah, so I guess in closing with Shield Hero, unless you have anything you'd like to add.
well, no, because everything I want to bring up is in the next episode.
Oh, in the next episode?
So,
Okay,
yeah.
So in that case, then maybe we might touch on Shield Hero for at least this week's episodes then.
Right.
So we might briefly come back on it during the E3 recap. We'll touch on it. We'll do a real brief anime sequence, and then So we'll go ahead. We'll come back. We'll finish Shield Hero next time.
Right.
All right. So, last that I have, at least on my end, is Demon Slayer, which is currently, I think, my favorite show of the season.
Demon Slayer is really good. Animation is amazing, but it's
UFO Top, man.
Yeah.
Those bastards. You really should come and see the Third Heaven's Feel movie when it comes out in theaters, dude.
I still kind of watch the other two.
The other two? Yeah.
I'll get on that because it's probably not going to come out for till next year.
Next year.
So I'll definitely watch them before then, and then we can go.
Okay.
We can go do that.
Yeah. It's they're the masters of their craft. It's ever since I want to say Kara no Kyokai was really the first Type Moon that they did. And then after that, that's when Type Moon was all like, wow, you guys are really good. We're going to bring you back for Fate Zero. And then after Fate Zero, just boom, here we are now.
Yeah.
But Ufotable really, really just brings it out. And earlier today, I was actually poking around on the wiki and all that because I was like, the demon that was using the balls, the Tamari balls.
Yeah.
I thought that was Toriyama now doing the voice actors. It wasn't. It was someone else. But I did kind of start poking around, seeing all the other voice actors, and it was really, really interesting. The cast that they've got going on in there, Aoyuki is in there, and Tomohiro Sakurai is in there, and Seiki Tomokazu is in there, and Maya Sakamoto is in there, and I'm just like, all these names are popping out, and I'm like, what the hell? Wow. So they put a lot of budget into this. And apparently Viz has been bringing out the manga, or at least has been in Shonen Jump, because this is a Shonen Jump show, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Weekly Shonen Jump. They've been bringing this out since 2017.
Kind of different from what they usually do.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? This was all from the wiki page. And so I was like, how did this fly under the radar? No one was honestly talking about it, or if they were, I wasn't paying attention.
I never heard anything, but I'm not very big on looking up what everybody's talking about. I'm always behind on that.
Yeah, there it is. Demon Slayer. In stock. Tanjiro. Yeah, see? Last year.
Yeah.
It's been out for over a year.
Wow.
Well, just under a year.
Yeah.
The official
July.
American release, yeah. But yeah. So nothing. But then again, it was the same thing like Goblin Slayer. I didn't know about Goblin Slayer until they announced the anime, and everyone kind of was just snickering ha 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 ha.
I had already known about that one. I had started reading that one before.
Yeah.
And I was hoping they would make an anime.
Yeah, I caught me off guard, and I was just kind of like, oh, fun. And Kat really wants to join on the podcast. No kidding. Now, Kitty. He really just wants to jump in. When you start watching Demon Slayer and you can tell me why Nezuko is best girl, then you can join. So, I don't want to say Nezuko is best girl of the season because liking Nezuko will get you in trouble. That is an FBI. But she's fucking adorable, and she will kill you. And I'm okay with that.
She will.
I am absolutely okay with that.
With her super strong legs. Jeez. It's like a kickboxer.
Yeah. And that's kind of I don't know, I find that hilarious and adorable and scary all at the same time. It's all like, oh yeah, she can fight, and then it's like, oh shit, what is she doing? But it's also kind of it's an interesting relationship too about Tanjiro and Nezuko too, and it's like, oh, he won't abandon her or anything, so it's a nice thing. And I also kind of I think I like those kinds of stories too, where it is a couple, but the couple can both fight it's not one-sided where it's always like the dude always has to bail out the love interest, and so it's kind of like one-sided or whatever. But when it's both of them can fight and both of them are capable, that's actually something that really gets my interest. And again, that could be why I'm really, really into it, is because neither one of them are weak. They can both hold their own.
They back each other up.
Right. And so it's a good dynamic. I appreciate it. I like it. And again, I just discovered that Nezuko is voiced by Kaho from Blend S, and Kaho was best girl in Blend S, so I'm really liking Nezuko even more now than I did before. So I'm asking Good Smile, when is the Nezuko Nendoroid coming out?
They do have a small figure coming out.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to probably pick that up. But I do need to get the Raiko statue as well from Fate, so I have a lot of stupid stuff I got to buy.
And that thing is tiny, too. They like showed it as like in the palm of your hands.
Amazing.
It's like when she shrinks down.
Absolutely amazing. Stuff her in a box.
Yeah.
Someone actually did that. They were like at like Target or something, and they were jumping into like one of the clothes hampers, and they were like, "Oh, getting ready for my Demon Slayer cosplay." They're jumping into the wicker basket. I was like, "Wow, wow."
Man, yeah, Demon Slayer is really good. This one is actually 26 episodes, so it's going to be lasting into next season as well. And that's a good thing, because it's just starting to get like really good.
Yeah.
So it would have sucked if it was only 12.
Yeah, and I think we all pretty much can tell that dude with the hat is not like the main bad guy. We all can pretty much tell there's a guy behind him that's really like the overlord or something.
Right.
So it's not that easy. It's never that easy.
No.
So, besides the Shonen Jump show, we have to stretch this out. So, yeah, it's...
you found him pretty quick.
Yeah, right? And it's like, Japan is a pretty populous nation, man. The odds of you just immediately be like, that's him! Yeah, that's... you have to do a little bit more work than that. Mm-hmm. But I also did like the Doctor, and the most recent episode with Nezuko, and it's like treating her like family and all that. I was like, aww.
Yeah.
I want to be a douchebag, but I can't. Aww. I can't ruin the moment.
And, and the guy that she's with, treating her like her brother.
Yeah. Head pats. Nezuko has head pats. Yeah.
And he's like, get away from me.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Male tsundere.
Yeah, that's basically what he is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's wholesome. Nezuko is wholesome, and it's like, so if Senko and Nezuko get into a fight, who puts you to sleep the fastest?
I think they do it differently.
Yeah.
Nezuko just knock you out.
No, you just choke you out.
Senko will just pamper you until you fall asleep.
Yeah.
One's going to be less painful, so you might enjoy Senko more, but
depends on who you ask.
They're both going to get the job done.
So some people like that asphyxiation.
Oh, well, Darkness definitely would.
Hang me from the rafters. Oh my god. Oh man.
Darkness is the best.
Darkness is the best. We'll talk more about Isekai Quartet later.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, they're finally gonna meet that the cowardly dude. They showed him at the end of the episode.
Yes.
Trying to marry some chick.
Yeah,
just some random chick. I'm gonna die soon, so please just marry me.
My goodness.
It's like, I'm pretty sure you can handle yourself. You were one of the 6 that passed. Because he was there.
Yeah.
So he should remember him.
Yeah. But so we're getting into the Shonen Jump section where we formed the squad.
Yes.
So, Dragon Ball Z had it, Yu Yu Hakusho had it, Kenshin had it, Bleach had it, Naruto had it. We gotta form the group, man. We gotta form the squad.
Looking forward to seeing the dude with the boar head.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know who that guy is, but he seems kind of interesting. Like he's just some wild dude they just run into.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Man. Season 2 win.
After the season's over. They'll announce it. they better.
So I'm curious too as to which Nendoroid is going to come first. Is it going to be Nezuko or is it going to be Tanjiro?
I'm going to say Nezuko.
I think so too. I think
she's
Nezuko.
the more popular one.
Yeah, she seems to be like the mascot of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know what? You just reminded me too of a point that you made where I don't know if this was the last podcast, maybe 2 podcasts ago, where we were talking about this, and I was like, oh yeah, I love the character designs, and you're like, I love the demons. And I was just kind of like, okay, Roman, you're weird. But then again, Roman comes from like the Godzilla rubber suit monsters thing, so
yes.
I think Roman has an appreciation for those kinds of things. But the last 2 demons actually were kind of cool. I'm going to admit that I think that they had a cool design, actually had cool gimmicks, cool attacks. So I will give Roman that. The last 2 demons, yes. If someone cosplayed them, I would definitely ask for a picture, and I might mark out a bit. Like, you guys were pretty fucking cool. So, yeah.
I mean, they gotta have some interesting designs coming up. So, I'm gonna say that this isn't gonna be the first time you say this.
Maybe not. I think. Because I'm like the other guys, the other monsters. Even though they kind of, they didn't catch my eye, but if they caught anyone else's eye, I can kind of understand that. But to me, they looked kind of like Devil May Cry villains or bosses, and it's kind of like for me, Devil May Cry bosses for the most part are kind of forgettable. It's just kind of like, what are you, giant monster, and what are you, other giant monster, and it's like, oh, but you all die. So it's kind of like, yeah, I just don't really recall most of the.
You don't even remember Cerberus?
Yeah, but he was like in the beginning of the game, and you fight him all the time until you get frustrated, and then you stop, and then you lose your save data, then you start again, and then you get right to Cerberus, and rinse and repeat. That's how that goes. Right. But yeah, these last 2 demons, though, yeah, they were pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like them. I like them. So Roman makes a point.
It's one of the few.
Yes.
But I have them every once in a while.
Yes.
I have my moments. I don't know who that one is that they show him fighting in the opening. Mm-hmm. The one where he's inside of that shrine-looking place.
Maybe an upcoming.
He's probably sometime soon.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming they're going to change the theme by episode 12 or 13.
Yes.
They usually do that.
Yes.
And we'll get like updated information about the series coming up.
Yes.
So he's got to be sometime in the next few episodes.
Yes.
My assumption, because that's usually what they do.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see what he's all about. Like if he's just straight up strength, or if he actually has a gimmick.
I'm down. Anyone to say I'm down? So sign me up. I'm at a loss for words because I don't know how to commentate other than I'm ready. I want to do it. Let's go. If we replaced all of these shows with Demon Slayer, I wouldn't even be mad.
Demon Slayer. Helpful Demon Nezuko.
Fuck yes. Holy shit. JoshiKausei Demon Slayer. It's just Tanjiro and Nezuko. They don't talk. I mean, Nezuko's already there.
Yeah.
So Nezuko's already there. Nezuko's already part of the show. So just throw on a Sailor Fuku on her.
Right.
And she said, dude, bruh. Nezuko Reptile. Oh, man. Who's your favorite OP waifu of the season? Nezuko or Reptalia?
Oh, good.
So, yeah. It's good times.
Yes. Really good. It's been a good season so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and this season was unsuspecting, and it's all like I said, at the beginning of this season, I had no idea what was going on. I picked up some from you. I picked up some from the internet, from social media and all that. And it was like, I have no regrets. I have no complaints. I'm enjoying all the shows. Next season, really excited, really hyped. Bunch of stuff that's caught my eye. And then in the fall season, also more stuff. So before it was cool not having things and learning new things. Now that I have things in mind, I'm like, can we get there already? Can we start? And then now that I think about it too, that means that we're going to have Lord Elmaloy, the Fate series, going on at the same time as Demon Slayer. It's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting.
A lot of good stuff.
So yeah, But in wrapping up Demon Slayer, because I don't know what else to say at this point. I'm gonna look forward to it, and I guess we will be coming back soon, and hopefully the next credits that they start for the opening credits is pretty good. Lisa always does good music, so I'm hoping that the next song she does will be good too.
Are they gonna keep the same singer?
I would assume so, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out for sure. So, here's hoping though.
Yeah. I think that's everything we have for what we watch together.
For what we're both caught up on, yeah.
Yeah. So I just have a few that I watch specifically just to me.
Okay.
Let me see. Which one should I start with first? I think I'll start with Fruits Basket.
Okay.
So as you all know, I'm horrible at describing things, so I apologize if my talking about this is going to be rather all over the place. So Fruits Basket has been really good. I'd never seen the original, so I'm just going off of this season. I have never read the manga. I had no idea what to expect really going in, except that it was like a reverse harem type of show. And so far it seems to just be the main two guys. Like, everybody else is just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really after the main girl. They're just in the show.
Interesting.
So it's just two guys. And she's doing her best to try to get them to get along. Well, when one of them is a cat and the other one is a rat, it's kind of hard to get along. You got the whole Tom and Jerry thing going, so. But she's making some headway there. They're slowly getting along, but they're still fighting, like fist fighting.
Jeez, brutal.
But that's due to the cat dude. He's constantly trying to fight. Yuki is the name of the rat.
Okay.
The cat's name is Kyo. He's got it out for him. He's like, as many times as he's fought him, he's never won. So he's on a mission. He even went away for a year to train in the mountains, and he still can't beat him. But they haven't really fought much lately, actually. Like, they were destroying the house for a while.
Wow.
But now it's just like arguments. Kyo, I think, would be considered the tsundere out of the group.
Okay.
I don't know all the deres, so I don't know what Yuki would be. But he's more calm, unless he's around Kyo.
Okay.
Because they really dislike each other. But the last few episodes have been really good. We had a New Year's episode, and then we had the Valentine episode. The Valentine episode was pretty funny. But, you know, it's hard for me to talk about a show like this. Because I'm not really big on watching reverse harems.
Okay.
But for what it is, I've been really enjoying it. It's fun. And from what I understand, it's following the manga more than the previous series. So I don't know any differences. If you all know the differences, then, you know, maybe kind of let me know what they changed.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to go back and watch the old one. Although I did read an article recently that the series is going to be 63 episodes.
God damn.
I don't know how true that is because it was off of a, I think it was like an Instagram post or something. But it was something that one of the English voice actors said, stating that it was going to be 63 episodes. So he might know.
He might have an idea.
Toru is the main female. She's the one that the two guys are after, Kyo and Yuki.
Yeah.
Despite not wanting to admit it. You know, typical harem type of thing.
Right.
And I don't know. They're just they're slowly, very slowly working their way towards at least telling her how they feel. They just gotta stop fighting each other first. I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard for me to talk about this show.
No, it's right. I actually walked in on some of the friends watching it last week, and it was kind of like, okay. So I saw the blonde one, and they were like, oh, the Yankee, and I was all like, that's waifu right there, and they were like, oh, you like the Yankee, and I was like, yes.
She's cool.
Yeah.
I do like her.
I just walked in, and I was like, that's waifu.
Just out of seeing her.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's waifu.
That's the one.
That's the one. Just boom, I know.
There can be no other character.
Nope, just her. Boom, waifu. Waifu style.
Her and
waifu status established.
Her and Kyo have a pretty good chemistry.
Nice.
Like they're she knows how to get him to do things by competing with him, because he's very competitive and she's very competitive, so she always knows how to like get him going. I don't know the name of her friends. It's a bad thing about my memory is I don't know names. I am horrible at names, so this is probably really boring to listen to.
Well, I also know there's a bunch of characters.
Oh yeah, they've introduced at least 8, 9 since episode 4.
So I'm gonna give a brief distraction. You guys can fast forward this real quick, but I'm gonna show Roman this because today at E3 was Nintendo's press conference, their Nintendo Direct, and they debuted the main hero of the Dragon Quest series, the new DLC for Smash Brothers. So I'm kind of going through Facebook while we're talking, and I just discovered this. Remember, you wanted Goku in Smash, right?
Why is there one in his pocket?
I don't know. It's just funny. I guess that's another character or party member from. So this is 11, 3, 4, and I can't 1 maybe. So this is how he looked in all the incarnations. Remember, Akira Toriyama does Dragon Quest.
Yeah, but this looks more like Gohan than Goku. So even still, no Goku.
What's over? Goku's right there, man. It's Goku. They're all Goku. It's always Goku, don't you know? And when he draws a woman, it's just boom. So yeah, no, that's what I said. I was all like, you want Goku in Smash? You want Goku in Smash? Dragon Quest. So, yeah, I was all like, that was kind of a big troll. I couldn't, I was laughing. But I mean, honestly, again, they could never do it. And Nintendo always said that too. He's like, look, I know you guys are kind of dicking around, but real talk, this could never happen. Because how much do you think Shonen Jump would ask Nintendo for to put Goku in Smash? You think Shonen Jump's gonna make that cheap? Hell no! So Nintendo's like, it ain't worth it. So that's the compromise. You get Dragon Quest. But yeah, now there's gonna be so many Dragon Ball memes now in Smash. Oh my God. So now they're all like, oh, is Mario gonna be in Dragon Ball Z Fighters?
Maybe.
But I digress. Fruits Basket. Tons of characters.
Tons of characters.
Do you at least have a ship that you like?
I think I like Kyo and Toru.
Okay.
I prefer them over the Yuki and Toru.
That's the cat?
Yeah, the cat.
The cat. Because I remember hearing about that, because I used to sell it at Walden Books when I used to work there in Denver. So this was
Books.
Yeah, man. This was like in 2004 and 2005. And there was a bunch, and the girls would always come there like, and I'm like, all right. I don't understand what that means, but okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take your word for it. So that's good to know that the girls, the female readers, were not incorrect. That Roman understands where they're coming from as well.
Yep. A little bit.
Good times.
Yep. But I'm done with that.
Okay.
Because, again, I don't know. I find it hard to talk about.
I should have some of my roommates, or my other roommates come and talk to you about that. You guys would be able to get along and talk Fruits Basket.
Yeah. Okay. The other one that I'm watching that you don't watch.
Okay.
Kenja no Mago, or Wise Man's Grandchild.
Okay.
That's the one with Merlin. And I think that's the reason you don't watch it. Because you associate him with that other one from Fate.
The dick wizard from Fate.
Yeah. And he is... I haven't seen him, like, in Fate yet. Except for at the end of the U.S. Singularity, because he does make an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure I'm going to get to that in Camelot. But right now, I don't see the hate. But not the same Merlin. Definitely not the same Merlin.
There was a cosplay friend of mine too. She sent me Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins, and I was all like, "Your Merlin's better than our Merlin." That's the female one.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is much better. She's actually on our banner for YouTube.
Yes, right.
That's correct. But this one actually, I really enjoy this one. Like, it's been getting better and better every episode.
Yeah.
It started off pretty typical, you know. Guy gets killed and sent to another world, and then he's super overpowered and stuff like that.
Question: how did he die?
He got hit by a truck.
Okay.
Nope, car.
Okay.
Some dude was trying to speed past someone while he was in the crosswalk. But then again, he was crossing the street when the light wasn't, you know, it was red. He was not supposed to be walking. He was not paying attention. He was on his phone. But he did have the hentai rapist hair going, so maybe it's revenge.
Hentai pro tag.
Yeah.
He probably got what was coming to him.
It was all covering his eyes and stuff.
Man.
Couldn't see him at all. And then he died. Then he gets sent to this other world with magic and stuff. You know, typical isekai stuff going on here. Super overpowered. Everybody's super surprised about all the magic he can do that nobody else is able to do. You know, that kind of thing. But I mainly watch it because it's pretty funny, actually. I know the thing that people were telling me about it was that he doesn't have any common sense, but that hasn't really been a big part of the show.
Okay.
Like every once in a while he'll say something that he probably shouldn't say or do something that he probably shouldn't do, but it's never like a big thing in the show. And I'm actually kind of happy for that, because that could get pretty old pretty quick. But ever since like the first episode, they've had basically his relationship set pretty in stone, like with one of the female characters.
Okay.
He helped these two girls as they were getting harassed by these two guys, and they basically, I'm going to say, fell in love with each other right there.
Mm-hmm.
But they were not good at telling each other. Typical thing. However, in the newest episodes, they just got engaged. His cousin, the king's son, actually convinced him to tell her how he felt. And he did. And they decided to date. But then she's like, I want you to meet my parents. And then they went to go meet her parents. And then the mom was all like, if you two are going to do this, then it needs to be an engagement. Because she's royalty, pretty much, and we can't just have you dating. There has to be some kind of, like, promise going on that you're actually going to marry her. So
no messing around. It needs to be full commitment.
Has to be full commitment. And obviously he agreed. Because
he's an idiot.
Kinda. But they got engaged.
Okay.
And I was actually expecting something bad to happen. Because everything was going too well. You know, in those situations, everything's going really well, and then
boom,
something bad happens.
Yep.
I was waiting for that moment, and it never happened.
Oh man!
I was like, the main bad guy is going to show up and start attacking the town or something.
Start burning it.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for it, and nope, didn't happen. But it's got a ton of characters. A lot of different waifus for you to choose from. One of them looks like she would say you're Ara, but I don't think she has yet.
Interesting.
They have your tsundere. They have your girl with the fang and
the moe thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to choose for me, but
you're just gonna make the harems take them all.
Yeah. Little bug here trying to attack me. And then you got the couple lolly looking ones, but not like completely lolly, just they're flat. That's about it. But it's been a really good series. It's definitely not. It started off as a typical isekai, but it's definitely not your typical isekai series. There's some action in it, but not like a ton of it.
Okay.
But when there is, he just shows how overpowered he is in the show. And right now, he's just training the rest of them to be able to use magic that he can use.
Because you said she might be an Ara, so...
He's trying to teach the others how to use magic that he can use because they're about to go to war with the main guy and his demonoid army. So
demons, always demons.
It's always demons. However, the demons in this show are more like animals.
Okay.
Like straight animals. Boar, bear, lion, tiger. They're just like possessed.
Alright.
Wolves, stuff like that. However, people, when they become demons, they're incredibly powerful. Merlin and his wife at the time, I think they defeated one, but it took both of them and I think most of the day in order to defeat it.
Interesting. This was without training?
No, Merlin was already a pretty well-established mage.
Got it.
But this made him a hero because he saved the kingdom and stuff. And now he raised his grandson. And now he's the new hero because he did stop a partial demonoid.
Okay.
Demonoids, when they change, they're supposed to lose all reason and stuff and just be like wild people that are just destroying everything. But this one was changed with magic.
Okay.
By the main villain, who is a demonoid. So he still had his like sense. He was still able to talk and stuff, which
he had his reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had no choice but to kill him. They knew the guy. He was definitely a jerk, but they explained why he was, and then I was just like, well, okay, he had a reason.
They explained why he was a jerk.
I mean, he was being influenced by the main villain and being transformed into a demonoid, so it was affecting him.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody before said, like, he was never like this.
Yeah.
He used to be just a normal guy, and now since he came here, he's been some huge jerk that's, like, trying to force his family name on people. Which, when you go to this magic school, you're not supposed to be able to do that. The royalty, everybody in, like, high standing can't use their position to get anything in that school. They just have to be treated like normal people.
Yeah.
But he kept trying to do it, and I was like, man, this guy's a jerk. But then it turns out he was being turned into a demonoid, so... Yeah.
That's the twist.
That's the twist. And now the guy's got a huge army of demonoids that he's made, and they're about to attack the main kingdom soon, so they're getting ready for war.
So it wasn't him being a dick, it was him being a demon.
Yes.
Totally different.
Totally different. So, yeah. If you get over your Merlin hate, I think you should check it out. It'd be.
Oh,
I think you might
that's a tall order, my friend.
You might actually enjoy it.
Oh man, you say that M word and I just get. Hey, you know what?
Would it make you feel better knowing that they don't ever really call him Merlin? They just call him the Wise Man.
You know, so what it is it's basically what he did in Apocrypha. So did you watch? Did you watch Fate Apocrypha?
I have not yet.
Okay, there was actually a bunch. So Fate Apocrypha was made after Grand Order had already been out, and it had been almost 2 years by the time Apocrypha came out. And so a bunch of FGO characters did like cameos, and even in Fate Extra, Last Encore. A bunch of FGO characters were in that too. They just did cameos.
Right.
And so when Mordred was doing a flashback, Mordred was standing in front of Caliburn, Saber Lily's sword, the sword of selection.
Right.
And so Mordred is just standing there looking at the sword, and then Fuckface comes out, and he's just all like, I see you want to be a hero. I can help you out there. And I was like, don't you listen to him. Don't you fucking listen to him. And he was the one that, if I'm reading this right, if I remember correctly, he was the one that helped like get Mordred trained and gave Mordred the armor, as well as, what the hell is Mordred's, Clarent. Her sword is called Clarent. That's the red and silver one. Her sword is called Clarent. So that was all Merlin. Merlin is the one who helped train her in secret and got the badass armor with the helmet that actually can close and open and shit. That was all him. And then she's all he's the one who also broke it to her too, that she's like, oh, you're actually the child, the son, or whatever you want to call her, of King Arthur. And she's just like, oh, for reals? And he's all like, yep. And she's just all like, hey, Arthur, guess what? I'm your son. And Arthur's like, fuck off. So that's why I can't stand Merlin, and that's why I keep saying, oh, he fucked Mordred's life. He ruined everything. Fucking homewrecker. He ruined everything. So, yeah.
That is definitely different than what actually happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it could have. I take that back. Maybe it wasn't it was Merlin that trained her for sure and got her the equipment, but maybe it was Morgan Le Fay that said that. Because Morgan Le Fay was also in there too. So now I'm doubting myself. I can't recall. Now I'm gonna have to go look this up, or someone in comments is gonna correct me. Yeah. It could have been Morgan Le Fay because Morgan Le Fay was also just kind of like always scheming to get rid of Arthur to get the throne.
Yeah.
So it could have been that Merlin just kind of set Mordred up, and then Morgan Le Fay was the one that just kind of pushed her over the edge. But in the end, it was the denial. It was the denial of Arthur to Mordred that caused her to snap and then create the rebellion. Yeah. But yeah. Merlin was the one that got Mordred trained and all of that. That I am pretty sure. I'm pretty certain that's what happened. And then Morgan Le Fay was just the one that's like, oh yeah, that's your dad. What? Okay, cool. My dad is so awesome. Hey, Dad! Fuck off. Yeah. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'm coming from. And the way that there's actually, that's only like how it was in Apocrypha. And if you remember, Apocrypha is another alternate take because Merlin is also in Fate Prototype, because the Merlin in Arthur's world, so now we're moving away from Artoria and we're moving to Arthur. Arthur's Merlin was the girl version, was the female one, and Merlin is kind of like Zordon in that, where it's all like, you know, it's like talking into the wrist like, Merlin, what should I do next? And Merlin's like this floating head's all like, well, now you should go and do this. And so that it's kind of like more of a consultant.
And then her robot servant does a little...
Yeah, and then, well, Arthur's master comes out and goes, ay, exactly. Like that. Something like that. So that's Fate Prototype. So Arthur is a bit more of a guiding role in that. But at the same time, it's also like the depictions though between Artoria and Arthur are also completely different, because it's like Artoria they depict as a king that was always trying to like serve the people. Like Artoria never wanted to let anybody down. You know, that's why she didn't even scold Lancelot when he stooped Artoria's girlfriend. She just never wanted to anger anybody or displease anybody. She wanted to make everybody happy, and as a result, failed miserably. Versus Arthur. Arthur was fucking Billy Badass. Arthur was all like, what, bitch? You want to step up? Bam! Squashed rebellions, squashed uprisings, barbarians at the gate, stomped them out. He's all like giants and monsters and shit. He's like, stomp them out too. That's why his skill is Giant Beast Slayer. Because they base it off Arthur just killing dragons and shit. He's all like, oh, you're like 3 stories tall, bitch. So Arthur is more like fucking Billy Badass, and the honorable Wreckham fucking story. God, did you ever see the little 15-minute prototype thing that they did?
No.
So,
Okay,
Fate...
so the only thing for Fate I've seen, Fate Stay Night,
Okay.
Fate Zero.
Okay.
That's it.
So, Fate Prototype is being told through, I think, manga and audio CD. Mm-hmm. So, imagine, like, anime, but no actual visual. Everything is completely just like an audio drama.
Right.
Like you're back in the, like in the 50s and the 40s that you just turn the radio on.
Yeah.
And then they do, like, sound effects, like you hear, like, swords clashing and shit like that. And that's kind of what it is. So, it's all audio drama. And so, that's how they did Fate Prototype. And Fate Prototype also had Gilgamesh, Proto-Gilgamesh, who everyone is requesting to be in the game, but that's also where Ku Prototype comes from. Paracelsus, the mage guy that uses water. Apparently, Hassan of the Serenity, too, is marked as Fate Prototype. News to me. And I might be missing some others. But yeah. Yeah, those are all the Prototype servants. And so, yeah, in that form, Arthur is confident, never backs down. You know, it's all like, oh, you're stepping up to me, bitch. Throw down, let's go. You know, Arthur has 0 fucks to give. And again, he's voiced by Sakurai, Tomohiro Sakurai, Cloud Strife.
Okay.
And so he's just confident, crushes everybody. Yeah. And Merlin is a chick, and so yeah, so that's kind of where I had a disgust for Merlin, because Merlin just ruined Mordred's life. Versus the Merlin that's in King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, that guy's cool. But I always said that too. I was always like, oh, that's not my Knights of the Round Table. My Knights of the Round Table, the Knights of Justice. Excalibur, be my strength. And if anybody else actually caught that reference, know that you're my homie, because I think I just totally dated myself. I'm quoting a show from like 1993.
Wow.
You never saw that? You don't remember? You never saw King Arthur and the Knights of Justice?
No.
Oh fuck! All right, we're after this podcast. We're watching the opening. Oh fuck! Oh man! That's why I was like, I was so disappointed when I discovered Artoria, and I was like, Arthur sucks. This King Arthur is garbage. You would think a female Artoria would be amazing. This, my boner's soft. Oh my god. Oh, that's why I love Nero. But anyways, yeah, that's something else. But yeah, I mean, in regards, going back to what we're supposed to be talking about here, I don't know. Maybe once the series is done, maybe I'll go back and watch it. It was on like the top 10 charts, wasn't it? The Mago.
Maybe for the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then it fell off.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't stay up very long.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll see.
But it's been enjoyable.
Yeah. You know, and for what it's worth, I might not like Merlin as like the character because he ruined Mordred's life. But in terms of gameplay, I use him like all the time. Like
I know, I use him from your little friends.
The friend list, yeah.
Friend
support
list all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So gameplay wise, yeah, he's broken as hell. But in terms of character and story, but regardless. If you get to Babylonia by October, great, then you'll see more Merlin. If not, when you see the anime, you'll understand Merlin a bit more.
Okay.
So he plays a huge role in Babylonia. So
Oh, does he?
yeah,
Okay.
huge role.
Yeah, I'll find out then. Because I don't think I'll get there before, in the game. I don't think I'll get there
In the
before
game,
the
yeah.
show starts. That's also in fall, isn't it?
Yes, October. They're releasing more and more. Like New Type just put out more screenshots of Fujimaru and Mashu. So they did another talking more about it and all that in New Type magazine in Japan. So more scans are coming out. So
Excuse me.
that's being done by Cloverworks. So
Nice.
should be fun. Should be a good show. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So that's basically all I got on Kenja no Mago.
Okay.
Good show. I like the characters a lot, and it's kind of like, I think it's more like a slice of life almost.
Interesting.
It's like they haven't really fought much, so I can't say it's an action.
Got it. Fair.
But what action there is really good. And finally, I got Carole Tuesday. 135.
Okay.
Which I was surprised to see in the weekly rankings was tied for number 1 with another music anime. I don't know the name of it though. I haven't seen it, but the music anime took the number 1 spots this week. And I'm partially sure that it's because of that song by the Mermaid Sisters that I posted on the page. You left a like, I believe, on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty positive it's because of that song that people pushed it up to number 1. By next week, it'll probably go back down. But basically, so far, they're in a music competition. Think like American Idol or The Voice, except this one's called Mars Brightest. They're still trying to get... The manager's trying to get them known so that they can make it big. All of his ideas have been pretty bad so far. Except for the first idea, which I thought was really good, but then they stopped him from doing it. Well, one of the other guys stopped him from doing it, and that was just to go around and play shows in like little venues and stuff like that, which I felt was the best idea. But Roddy, the guy that deals with like AI and stuff like that, he said it's kind of old-fashioned, so maybe we should try something a little newer. Which was to get in with a DJ and have them join him on stage and stuff and do like a little bit with him.
Okay.
But the DJ he knew was a jerk and didn't even want to listen to their song.
What a dick.
So they kind of burned his living room down.
Oh, nice.
He told them that they should just take the lyrics and burn them up. So Tuesday took them over to a candle that was in the middle of his living room, lit them on fire, and then just threw them around. So, yeah. And then they ran out of the house. The second thing they decided to do was do a music video, which would have worked if they didn't get a scamming AI robot to do it for them. That reminded me of Bender because he drank beer. He said he ran on alcohol, so yeah, that reminded me of Bender a lot.
What kind of a show is this?
Well, it takes place on Mars, so...
Alright, Mars likes its booze, okay.
The robot, they were basically doing almost like a Thriller music video. Like, there were zombies, and they were dancing, and they had, like, the Michael Jackson jacket and everything.
Oh, my God.
But the robot really didn't know what he was doing. They ended up borrowing one of the DJ. His name's Erdogan.
Okay.
Borrowing one of his cars for the video, and they ended up destroying it.
Amazing.
The robot also destroyed 2 of Roddy's limited edition like robot models for the video. Then they found out he was a scammer, and then they shipped him back to where he came from. The next thing was back to the manager. His name's Gus. His original idea of going to different venues and playing like at small clubs and stuff, or go to the big festival that was going to come up and get on like the amateur stage. But the the guy he knew that ran that thing wouldn't let them on because they had no shows. Like, they hadn't played anywhere. They were unknown, basically. They weren't amateur, they just were unknown. So, no go for that. But Roddy got him a show at a little club. So...
Good guy.
Only 10 people in the place. But they did really well.
Yes.
And then the owner of the club got a call. She handed it over to Gus, and it turned out to be the same dude who was looking for like a replacement band for this group that was going to be playing at the festival. But the lead singer isn't really reliable.
Okay.
It's for a metal group named Omega. And he's an alcoholic, and he gets into a lot of fights and stuff, so... He was supposedly in rehab, but he was... Rumor was that he wasn't doing so well. But he wasn't sure if he was even going to show up, and he was calling the lady that was in charge of the club to see if she knew somebody who would be able to come in and maybe replace him if things didn't go right. That's when she handed the phone over to Gus, and he ended up getting them into the festival on the main stage, which was, to me, a bad idea. So they go, and just as I thought, it was a bad idea. Because everybody at the main stage that was ready to see Omega play just booed them and started throwing like cups and food and stuff at them.
Yep. It sounds about right.
They continued playing like, what are they going to do? They run off the stage? They could, but they didn't. They stayed on there and just kept playing. Until the lead singer for Omega decided, I think I'll go out now. And went out and started playing. Now his idea now was to get them on that show, Mars Brightest, which they're on. There are a lot of good singers on there. Most notably the Mermaid Sisters, with their amazing song. And according to the person that, I guess the lead judge, they're the most plain out of everybody that is there. But because they don't rely on AI to do any of their music, like the lyrics or beat or anything, that makes them different, which allowed them to pass on the first stage, like go into the semifinals. Only 8 people get allowed into this show. So
interesting.
Yeah. We had a stalker for Tuesday who, Tuesday gave her phone number, and while she was on stage performing, blew up her phone with 50 text messages. And then she also bit her on the neck.
Well, that'll make friends.
Yeah. She was also trying to convince her not to leave Carole Tuesday, but to also start a band with her. Like a totally separate thing. She could keep doing Carole Tuesday, but you can do something with me too.
For reals.
When Tuesday told her no, she got really angry and just stormed off.
Ugh.
But I'm assuming she's going to try to do something later on as revenge.
Uh-oh. Subplot.
Yeah. This is also a series that's 26 episodes, so
Okay.
it's going into next season as well.
Got it.
Otherwise, it'd be ending in 3 weeks.
Get.
But I'm glad it's not, because it's been really good. I like a lot of the music that's in this series. All of it is in English, unless otherwise stated. One dude actually did a rap in Latin, and in like an operatic rap in Latin, which was interesting.
Interesting.
And then Stalker did one in French.
Very multicultural show.
Yeah. But it's really good. I'm surprised it hasn't been on the top 10 more often. Then again, from what I could tell from the top 10 list, they can't officially put it on the top 10.
Oh.
I think because it's with Netflix.
Yes.
So I guess there's some kind of legal thing with that. I don't know. But the only reason I know they were tied for number 1 this time was because when you click on the image,
Yeah.
it'll show you the full listing, and Carole Tuesday is there saying, we can't officially put it on here, but this is just for everybody to know that it did make #1, along with the other music anime for the season, which I don't know because I haven't watched it.
Not Bang Dreams, don't care.
Yeah. It's not Bang Dream.
Don't care.
But I really like it. I like all of the characters. And I also like that the voice actor for Blackbeard from One Piece is their manager. He still got his very, aggressive voice. But he's being more calm. It's also the same dude that did, is it One for All?
The bad guy?
The bad guy
Yeah.
from My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, wow.
He's doing the manager.
Wow.
I don't know anybody else in the show. I haven't looked at anybody else. But I do know that all the songs are in English. It's because they actually looked around and found artists from wherever they needed songs done from to come in and do the show.
Nice.
But I guess when you got that Netflix money, you can do that.
Yeah, you just do whatever you want.
Yeah. But it's really good. I'm really liking it. It's one of the shows I really look forward to watching throughout the week.
It's #1 for a reason, so people are watching it. They just might not be talking about it because I don't see anybody talking about it.
Yeah, I don't see anybody say anything about the show.
But it's #1 for some. Who knows?
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure this week it was because of the Mermaid Sisters. If you haven't heard that song, look it up.
Yeah.
Just look up Mermaid Sisters, and it'll come up. Or just go to our Facebook. I got it there.
Yep.
Which is just Anime Mystics. That's about it, though. It's really good. Check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, it's going to keep going, so you got time to catch up and get ready for the next season.
Yeah. And for those of you who are watching it, what do you think about it so far? Let me know, because I don't know anybody other than a few other reactors that are doing this show.
Nice.
So let me know what you're thinking about it.
Cool.
All right. So that's all I got for anime.
All right.
I think the most difficult one I had to talk about was Fruits Basket for me.
Yeah. All right.
And right now I got the baseball one on hold.
That was Princess of Nine, or
yeah. Hachigatsu no Cinderella 9.
Yeah, Cinderella 9. That's it.
Yeah, I got that on hold. I'm 9 episodes behind or something.
Okay. Okay. That one kind of caught my eye too, but I was just kind of like,
So, I plan on catching up with it. I'm just gonna need a day.
Well, you're probably gonna have to watch it in summer because it's a baseball anime. Get it summer,
Yeah.
boys summer, yeah. But all right. Well, then I guess that about wraps it up for the anime portion of the first of 2 podcasts this week.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do FGO Talk, and I'm gonna try to go fast so that we can get you guys on out of here. For those of you that are gonna stick around for FGO, hang on. For those that are departing, that you're here for anime, thank you very much for joining us. Come check us out in the next podcast where we're gonna talk Fanime and E3.
Yes.
And then after that, we will see you, I believe, in 2 weeks for the next normal podcast.
Yes.
So thanks again for joining. If you're going to head out, again, sound off in the comments, thoughts, suggestions. Let us know if you tried looking for us or you found us through keywords. Let us know if that worked out for you. If the timestamps worked out for you or anything you can suggest. We're always looking to improve and get better.
Yep.
So let us know. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. I'm going to get my photos up from Fanime as well at some point on our Instagram page, so be sure to look for that.
Yes.
And we will see you either later this week or on the next podcast.
Right.
All right. So I'm just going to wait. So. All right. Now, for those of you that stuck around for FGO Talk, I'm going to keep it brief. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pair this with E3, but I felt that Fate is kind of anime, so let's just knock it out right now. I'm going to start with FGO JP real quick. Currently, there's not a major event going on. We are kind of waiting for the next story chapter, Lost Belt 4, which got announced. It looks like they are doing some events like quarter AP for Lost Belts chapters 1 and 2, and half AP for chapter 3. So now's a good chance to catch up in preparation for Lost Belt 4. It does look like it's going to take place in India, which is what a lot of people had already data mined or predicted. So the Indian servants are getting like animation updates, like Arjuna and Rama are getting animation updates, and I believe as of this podcast they're getting a write-up as well, so their banner is up. No one's really dying for these guys. So... And it's an absolute bait banner because, a new story chapter means we're getting brand new characters about to drop on us, including the new Berserker guy. A lot of people are thinking might be Arjuna Berserker. Personally, if Little Nemo, Captain Nemo, if he debuts, I'm thinking about rolling for him because I want to do a test. Because my JP account is just full of lolies. So if I roll for a Shota, I wonder if I can get him. And that's going to help determine what kind of a jacked up account I have. It's just going to be lolis and shotas. So, my Ada-Adas are on my USA account. Oh. My main account is all my Ada-Adas. My JP account is will get me arrested by the FBI, the FB. But yeah, I don't know what to expect when it comes to India. Obviously, a lot of people are speculating Buddha, since Buddha was the final boss of Fate Extra, Savior class. So I don't know, and I mean, quite honestly, I'm not really that hype. I mean, I wasn't really that hype in China either. I did like Liang Yu, and I'm gonna roll her when we get there in USA because, it's your big Chinese Onei-chan. She protects you in your sleep.
You need that.
Yes, she's amazing. I love Liang Yu, but otherwise, I wasn't really invested. So I feel the same way. I'm just kind of dead inside. Maybe when some people kind of do the translations like they like to do, they always translate the stories, or they do like synopsis based on chapter 1 and chapter 2, arrow 1, arrow 2, and they translate the stories. It might give a little bit more insight, and I might feel a little bit more attached. But then again, it is also what happened too when I did like Babylonia and Camelot. Or I did Babylonia in Japanese, and then it was kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. But then when I went, I played it in English, and I was like, okay, wow, now I understand the impact. So maybe it'll be like that. Maybe I'm not really going to be invested in it now because I have to read a website. I'm not going to read it as it's going on. I'm disconnected. But when it all comes together, then maybe I'll feel a little invested more into it. I think that of the rumored chapters, if Greece is one, I think I'd really like Greece. I do like Greek mythology. I think that might be my favorite mythology of all. Mm-hmm. So getting a chance to see like Achilles and Artemis and true Orion in his true form, because right now he's a little mascot teddy bear. But that's why they've been thinking Greece might be one of the next ones, if not the Lost Belt 5, if not Lost Belt 6. They're thinking that might be Greece. So, Atalante, Hector, Jason from Jason. I know you love Jason from Jason and the Argonaut. What a dick. Medea, Lily, so all of them, Heracles, all of them, and who knows, Hecate, the mage that actually taught Medea. I don't really know how to pronounce her name. Hecate. They call her Castor of Okeanos in FGO, but Hecate is also her real one. She uses pig magic. She turns into a pig. Basically, pig magic is like stun.
Like in Willow?
What's up?
Like in Willow?
Yes.
Nice.
So your little guy becomes like a little pig. He looks like the little summer servants. Like, in the summer event, remember the little pigs? The baby boars?
No.
Okay. Well,
I missed that one.
Okay. There's going to be a summer rerun, so we'll talk about that later.
Cool.
But yeah, pig magic, but it works like a stun, so you can't act. When you're transformed into a pig, you can't act for a turn, and then after the turn ends, then you go back to normal.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to the Greece one, and then the next rumor is the alternative Camelot, where basically Mordred wins. So Mordred wins.
So the bad ending.
Depends on who you ask. I'd say the good ending. Not only does Mordred win, but Mordred also takes the Holy Lance, the Rongo Miniad, and then that's when she becomes like super stacked. Basically, she's the one who becomes older and turns into Milf Toria. So that one, the only reason why I believe that might come about is because I don't think you've gotten there just yet. But did you meet Galahad?
No.
Okay, that would be the only reason why I would give credence to the alternative Camelot, because that would be their best opportunity to inject Galahad as a character you can gotcha, basically. So that's the only reason why. Galahad is the original Shielder, basically.
Okay.
So he was the prototype for
I
Mashu.
think I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the one, basically. He's the spirit that's inside Mashu.
Yeah, that I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I still get spoiled about things about this. So
he was in the OVA because they did an OVA last year. So in 2018, January, New Year, the New Year's OVA for Fate was a Lost Belt Prima, and in there, Galahad is seen and he's talking to Fujimaru, and no one's ever translating it, or at least I've never found subtitles.
Right.
So I don't know what he's saying, but Galahad has shown up. And he's talking, and he says, who knows what, keep your guard up, the true battle begins, who knows. But yeah, that's the only reason why I believe that would come up. Plus, it would be an opportunity to inject the other knights, because there's still, there's almost 6 left or 7 left running around.
Right.
So now would be an opportunity to showcase all of them. So that's the only reason why I believe that Camelot might happen. But I think Greece is the only one that has my eye. I would love to do a Greece story.
Maybe get a Hercules that's not a berserker.
Maybe
that could be interesting.
Maybe a Hercules with all like Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to that at all. We'll see. We'll see. The other thing that I told people, too, because they were always giving them shit, is that, wins Lost Belt 4, we're getting all these events and fillers, and it's like, guys, Kinoko Nasu said that once Lost Belt is done, he has no more ideas. He's done. He's out, and he's also getting tired. He's like, I got to do other projects, man. I can't do FGO all the time. So, if Lost Belt ends, the story writer leaves, so... relax.
Let him stretch it out.
Yeah, let him work, man. So it's all like you guys are defeating yourselves. You guys are so rabid. Fate fans are just monsters, man. They just devour everything. And it's like I said, it's fair. I wasn't really invested in the last story. I don't know what to expect from this one, but we'll see.
Makes me kind of glad I don't kind of inject myself into really any fandom. Like, I'll be a fan of something, but I won't be like, let me get on the message board and start talking with everybody.
The worst is when you cosplay. Shifty eyes.
I do none of that. I might lurk and see what other people are saying, but that's it. I don't inject myself. I'm just kind of in the shadows.
Man. But yeah, that's a smart play. So that's what's going on. The only other thing that they did in preparation for Lost Belt 4 is they did a new round of strengthenings. So Mysterious Heroine X Alter, the Berserker form, she got a buff. Old Li Shuwen, actually, I think he only got an interlude. I don't think... Oh, and he got a costume change. Oh. So now you can take his sunglasses off. So I call him Chow Yun Fat, because that's kind of how he looks. He looks like those martial arts monks from, the 1890s and stuff.
Oh, funny story. When I went to go see Godzilla, I took my grandmother with me. And there was a scene where Ken Watanabe is on the screen. And he's getting ready to do something, important. And my grandmother goes, "Is that Chow Yun Fat?"
Ugh.
And I'm like, "That's Ken Watanabe." And she's like kind of shakes her head at me. And I'm like, and she's like, "You're serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "It looks just like him."
So close, yet so far. Oh man, Madoka bless her. All right. I'm gonna say that now. Whenever I see Ken Watanabe, I'm gonna be watching Inception, and I'll be like, "Is that Chow Yun Fat?" Arthur got a buff. Apparently, he's OP now. That's fun. Osakabe Hime, who will be our Halloween servant this year, she got a buff, which is adorable because I love Neat Hime. Oh, I love Osakabe Hime. I can't wait to get Osakabe Hime. She's just the best. Mama Raiko, who is currently destroying everybody in Onigashima, That's not true. We actually destroyed her. And go get your 10 quartz. We'll talk about that later. Mama Raiko got a buff, and she got an interlude. And her interlude is fun because they pair her with all the other Raita drawn servants. So you get like Kintoki and Murasaki Shikabu and Shuten Doji. So that's pretty fun. Emiya Alter, who is probably someone that needs a buff, he just got an interlude. So you get a little bit more story. Even though he got an entire... singularity to himself in Shinjuku. That wasn't good enough. He gets more story, so deal with it. And that's about it. That's all that I really got right now for FGO JP. Again, I don't even really play my account all that much. I've been just logging in to get my logins. I haven't even been doing farming hands or embers or anything. But it's because I just can't do it. I just can't grind that hard that much. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next story. We'll see who's on the banner. We'll see who becomes the new servants that you can roll for. I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned for that. FGO USA, though, is a little bit more exciting for us because, like I said, currently we're doing Onigashima. The second half started today as of the recording of this podcast. So the level 90 farming areas have all opened up. The challenge quest for high levels has also opened up, which is basically just boss rush mode. That's opened up. And now's your chance to go crazy. Go farm. Go finish off your damage points, ladders. And if you're rolling for Mama Raiko or Kintoki, I believe Kintoki's on banner right now too. Good luck. You know, when maintenance was done at midnight, I randomly woke up at like 12:45 a.m. It was kind of hot that night, and I just woke up. I looked at my clock. I was like, oh, it's 12:45. Let me roll for an NP2 Mama. And so I downloaded the update. I installed it. I turned on the game. I went to the gacha. You know, it's all like maintenance quartz, login quartz, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. Let me go and let me blow all 200 of my quartz. I go and I do my 10 shot. It's spinning. The 3 rings come up. I was like, all right, it's going to be my 3-star. No shine, no rainbow, Mama Raiko. no pomp, no circumstance, just...
So sometimes they won't even give you the sign that you're going to get a good servant.
Correct. You won't have any indication. It'll just do normal. So it can be just a normal 3-ring. It could be a golden 3-ring, which will be either a 4 or a 5, or it's a rainbow ring, which is only a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you can get a 4 or a 5 out of a gold ring.
Okay.
And sometimes, there will be like no spark.
And you just get a 5-star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to keep you on your toes.
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm going to get a loser servant, and then boop, 5-star.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then when you're also, there may sometimes be no indication, but when it's double-sided, like you'll see the same design on both sides, that means it's a spark. That means it'll turn gold. And that can be either 4 or a 5. When it changes, plays the animation and it changes into a gold card, that you'll tell because when it's spinning, it'll be double-sided.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
I haven't had that happen once yet. So
one of the rarest ones that can happen is like when it's an Avenger card or like an alter ego or like a foreigner. So it'll have like, you'll see the special logo, but it'll be silver, and then you're like, whoa, that is like apparently super, super rare for that to ever happen. So if that happens, consider yourself extremely lucky. Go play the lottery.
Okay.
So Onigashima is happening. And then, so in about, a week from now, Onigashima will be wrapping up. So on Monday the 17th from this broadcasting, June 17th, Aniplex is going to do a live stream, which means my boy Albert will be talking to us. And I'm going to assume that he's going to set us up for the next story chapter, which is Agartha. So as I'm talking, I'm loading up an awesome picture to show Roman, because Brown Merlin will be debuting. And I love Brown Merlin. So, Roman, I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but are you a fan of Aladdin?
I saw this earlier today.
So, basically, Brown Merlin is Scheherazade, or Nightless Caster is her nickname. And she just fights you with, like a genie comes out, and, like, little dudes with scimitars and turbans come out, and flying carpets, and she uses, like, the lamp. It's like, wow. It's actually really funny, really adorable animations. people say she's shit. And apparently she's going to be asked for about 8 months, but some point after New Year's, she gets a strengthening quest, and she gets, as an ability, not even a noble phantasm, but as a skill ability, she gives the party re-raise. She gives the party guts. And when that happens, apparently she just skyrockets in usefulness and then becomes like A rank. That is irrelevant to me. If you're waifu status, I use you regardless. Look at my Kiara. I don't give a shit. I use Kiara. I love Kiara. So
which one's Kiara?
That is the nun, lewd nun.
Oh, okay.
Horny nun.
Yeah,
she's amazing. So your shit Japanese meme charts mean nothing to me. I just use characters that I love. So yeah, but she'll be debuting with the next story chapter, and I mean she's voiced by Kikuko Inui. I mean, she was Belle Dandy, everyone's first waifu.
Belle Dandy.
Belle Dandy.
Not my first waifu.
You're not watching anime at that time?
Oh, I was, but my first waifu was Lum.
Fair enough. It's a little bit more retro, but yeah.
Not saying she wasn't. Actually, she wasn't. Erd was.
Erd was better. I agree. But I can understand why everybody committed to Belle Dandy.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because you're speaking about Ada-Adas, and it was like Kikuko Inui was one of the pioneers of Ada-Ada. You know, she was like Kasumi Tendo in Ranma 1/2, the older sister, the oldest sister.
Nice.
That was her. So, even in Cells at Work, she was Macrophage, who is an Ada-Ada, as she smashes your face in with a giant mallet.
Oh, that's her?
That's her. That's Kikuko Inui. So,
okay.
Kikuko Inui is an amazing, amazing, legendary voice actress, and she does Scheherazade in FGO, and that's just more reasons to love her. But even beyond that, on the live stream, I think that Albert may be setting us up as well for AX, because AX is about 3 weeks away, the week of, like, the 5th, July 5th, and that weekend. So, at AX, that's when they first announced FGO, and then last year they had the 1-year anniversary. They brought out the voice actor for Arash, who is always coming. He's also the voice actor for Gills. Like both Gills Caster and Gills Saber.
Oh.
Bluebeard from Fate Zero.
Okay.
And then the voice actress for Saber, Ayako Koasumi. They were both there to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of FGO USA. So AX is just where they come celebrate FGO USA's anniversary. So last year, what they did though was during the panel, they did maintenance. Like they took the game down for maintenance, and then after the panel was over, the game came back up, and then the Da Vinci banner was on. So Da Vinci was the year 1 anniversary servant. This year for year 2, Sherlock is going to be our servant.
Right.
And Sherlock is a ruler. So if you don't have John...
I said he's a ruler?
Yes. So, funny enough, the guy who I claim to be my coach in FGO, the guy who kind of taught me the ropes, he claims that... one of the directors or the producers, when they were talking about it, they said that when you meet Sherlock in like London and in like Camelot, Sherlock was a caster,
right?
But he shows up again in Shinjuku because stuff. But after that, he becomes a ruler. So that's why when he returns, he's kind of like given that overseer status. He's just there to make sure that everything falls into place. He's always like the guy that is like 10 steps ahead, as well as he kind of becomes the new Romani in a way, because him and Da Vinci are always like, overthinking stuff and things like that.
Right.
So
a figure of him coming out too.
What's up?
Romani?
Oh yeah. I'm probably going to pass. I have the little figurine up there with my other stuff, but yeah.
I got him pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I need to stop pre-ordering. That's what
I can understand why a lot of people would be attached to Romani. I can feel that.
Well, I mean, when he goes by Roman, it just makes me feel good.
Fair enough.
Except for when they start picking on him.
Yeah, right. So rude, so mean. But yeah. So what's funny and dumb all at the same time is I keep telling everybody, it's all like, oh well, I want Sherlock because I want a Robert Downey Jr. in my Chaldea, and then they were like, don't you mean Benedict Cumberbatch? And I'm like, I mean, that's cool too. I guess I like Doctor Strange. But what's funny is that they were both Sherlock.
Yep.
Yet in the Avengers, it was Doctor Strange that screwed over Iron Man. Remember, Tony said, is this the possibility that you said? And Doctor Strange said, I can't tell you or else everything will be ruined. And I was like, Or you could tell him and we could kind of work things out. And you didn't tell him. And here we are.
Well, there would be no working it out because it had to play out the way it did. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked.
But you have some of the greatest minds in the universe. You're telling me they couldn't have worked something out? Like, they could have been like, hey, Captain Marvel, you a dumb goofy bitch. Do the snap.
No.
See?
I mean, how's she going to auto Spider-Man?
Oh my god. I fucking hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. God, fuck that Dojin. Not literally. Can't believe that. I can't believe someone actually made that a Dojin. I'm breaking character. We're supposed to be talking about FGO, not fucking Avengers.
Anyway.
My god, dumbass joke turned into a y'all. Fucking the internet, man. Anyways, yes. And on top of that, you're going to get a bunch of shit, and then right after Sherlock, I think it's pretty much attached to the event, but you're also going to get your Paul Bunyan. So the Paul Bunyan quest is going to take place, and I believe that's also something that happens like in America, because the whole thing was like USA and all of that, and it's like USA mythology and stuff like that.
So I just have to beat the E Pluribus Unum one.
I believe so.
Okay, so I've already done that. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do that one.
And Bunyan is a free 1-star berserker, so I mean...
1 star?
Yeah, she's a 1-star.
That'd be like the first one I'd ever seen, I think.
Well, there's, what's his name? Minotaur. Asterios, he's a 1-star berserker.
Oh, is he?
And Spartacus. But she is a welfare 1-star that's limited. So you get a chance this year, and then next year they do a rerun. Which is when I started really playing, but I wasn't strong enough, so I couldn't finish. So my Paul Bunyan is like NP 2 or 3.
Okay.
But no, this by completing the whole story, you get all the way into NP 5. So just like any other event servant, you can max her out. And the story is also kind of goofy too. That's where you got zombie Gudako, the one drawn by Rio, and Gudako's all foaming at the mouth. And Gudako is saying shit like, gotcha is a lie, right up is a lie, this is all a giant sham, this is all horseshit, I never get a 5-star. So it's kind of like all breaking the fourth wall. It's all like, if you saw the Learning with Manga OVAs from New Year's, take that and just make an endgame event out of it. That's basically the gist of it. So it's just dumb as fuck. Have fun. Get a free servant drawn by Rio when you're done.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's all in good fun.
I also realized that website AmiAmi,
yeah,
they use some of his art.
Rio is the official artist
for that site.
Yes, for Good Smile. So that's why a lot of the characters look like Rio's art, because Rio is the artist for Good Smile.
Not Good Smile, AmiAmi.
Oh, AmiAmi, correct. Yeah, AmiAmi, sorry. Yeah, AmiAmi.
Okay.
Rio is the official artist for AmiAmi, yeah.
Okay.
Drew the mascots.
That makes sense.
Yeah. In Akihabara, when they actually advertised the AmiAmi store, and you could see all of Rio's like artwork right there. I took a picture. I'll send it to you later. But yeah, the Rio's artwork is on the storefront of the AmiAmi store in Akihabara, Japan.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Nice.
But yeah. So, and then right after that, yeah, it's that's July. That's the beginning of July during AX. There will be another guaranteed 5-star. We were looking at this on last Friday. I was looking with some friends. It's going to be pretty much every 5-star that's available, plus limiteds. I thought it was going to be broken up into job class, like sabers, or like it was last year, but it's not.
It's just all mixed.
It's going to be all the 5-stars, but it's also going to be limiteds. So Musashi, Iskandar, Shiki Saber, Tamamo Lancer, Buttoria, all the limiteds, Skasaha, they're all coming back. They're all going to be thrown in there, so you can get any one of them. It's all random, but you will get a 5-star guaranteed from that list. You will get a 4-star guaranteed. Only catch is I don't know if it's a character or a craft essence, because the in the Sherlock banner, there will be also like anniversary craft essences that you can also roll as part of the Sherlock banner, but those will also be in there as well. So it could even be one of those. Yes. So your 4-star could either be a character or it could be a craft essence, but you're guaranteed a 5, guaranteed a 4.
Okay.
The catch is that it has to be paid quartz. You have to buy. Yeah, you have to buy quartz. Arthur is in there.
Is that a one-time only thing? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
one and done.
Okay.
And it could be like, I think, like 30, 40 choices.
Because I know Bang Dream does that as well. Well, they'll do a one-time only paid, like crystals type of thing where you get a 4-star, and then you're done.
Yeah, you still get the whole 10. Mm-hmm. So you could even get
you get
5 stars.
10, but you get a guaranteed 4-star.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Just with Fate.
Yeah, Fate.
I mean, if it gives me a chance to get any of those, then I'll do it.
Yeah, Ishtar. Ishtar is also in there.
I already got her, so.
Cleopatra. Hassan.
I wouldn't mind a Cleopatra.
They're all in there.
I also wouldn't mind an Iskander. I need a really good writer. So
Drake is also in there.
Drake is good too. There's just so many good ones.
There's a lot. Brunhilde, Lancer.
Mm-hmm.
Strong against male types, so she puts away like Gilgamesh because Lancer over Archer. So she's really good at wiping out male archers.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm both excited and scared
when is this again?
This will be during AX weekend.
So
July 5th, that weekend.
A few weeks in.
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming real soon. That's why I feel that this broadcast that they're going to do on Monday, they might touch on it because I don't think they're planning on it. I think that after this broadcast, they're going to dump Agartha on us on Thursday night. So next Thursday, and then it'll start Friday morning, and then you got about a week and a half to prep yourself and beat the story, beat the free quest, get all the little quartz that you can, because when AX happens, you got a paid gacha, and then you got the Sherlock banner. You also do get a 4-star ticket, which gives you the formal dress craft essence, which I might put the whole picture on the group because it's like official artwork of the characters in like dresses or tuxedos. Some of them are just like for Hawaii, so they have like Hawaii, like Atalante has like bathing suit on, and Asterios has like on a lei and stuff. Hercules has like his trunks and a giant ass watermelon, but some of them are like super like galled up like tuxedos and stuff. It's real schmancy, real nice artwork. I mean, obviously I'm gonna get Nero, but that's just how it goes. Raiko is in the banner too. Raiko will be on the 5-star banner, so it's another chance to get Raiko. Okay. Again, I don't recommend putting your eggs on one basket. And John Jalter will be back. Jalter will be in there too. Yeah, like everybody's. And Kiara's in the pool. Melty is in the pool. Then they just came out last month. Melt Lilith.
I got her.
You got Melt Lilith. Yeah, you got Melty.
Yeah, I got.
You did because you messaged me.
Yeah.
So you have Melty.
That was like after my second roll.
Yeah. Melty is good. Melty, and once Scotty comes out next year, Melty will be really good. They're all in there. So anybody's a possibility.
I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna get somebody I already have.
Same. I was going in here thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get Enkidu. I'm gonna roll the Lancer banner, and then now it's all like everybody's in there, and I'm like, my odds drastic go down. I'm like, I'm gonna get another Artoria, aren't I?
So it was split up into all the different classes, so you could choose which one you wanted.
Correct. And then it was like assassins were joined with extra because last year it was like John d'Arc, Amakusa, who's also in there too. Amakusa Shiro is in there too for another ruler. Okay. Maybe I'll put that list up too so people will know. Yeah. It's pretty much every 5-star that's always in the pool, and then all the limiteds up to before Agartha, because I don't think Shahrazad is in there.
Okay.
Maybe she is, and I'm just overthinking it. I don't think so though. I don't think she is, because her banner will still be going on, I believe. So there's no reason to put her in there. But yeah, everyone else though will be in there. Moriarty is back. Moriarty was the 5-star from Shinjuku.
Okay.
Gilgamesh Archer will be in there. So that's your chance to get douchebag McGee.
Well, I have the Archer.
Well, remember what you said. Your odds are probably going to get some.
Yeah, he was
NP2.
He was the first 5-star I ever got.
He's going to watch him ruin your anniversary.
He will. Throw my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, soft throw. This is an expensive phone. I don't need to break it.
Mongrel. So yeah, watch me get Gilgamesh. God fucking damn it. Oh god, he's such a dick. So the one that I cosplayed, Cleopatra with at Fanime, I asked them, how would you feel, because they've also cosplayed Cleopatra. They've cosplayed Cleopatra and Mabe. And so I said, how would you feel if your guaranteed 5 was Cleopatra or Mabe? And they respond like, oh, I'd love it. I'd be dead. And I was like, there you go. Yeah, so it's anything is possible. Both Tamamos are in there, Tamamo Lancer and Tamamo Caster. Is Nero Bride in there? I think Nero Bride is in there too. I think so.
She should be. She's in the story.
Yeah, she should be. It's always weird about who is in there and who isn't. So, anyways, look forward to it. That one, like I said, though, you're going to need to get a points card or buy them from the store. So look forward to that.
I just buy them from the store.
Buy it from the store. There you go. And you're going to get a bunch of other stuff too. You're going to get free quartz. They just, they're going to give it to you. Log in every day because you get tickets and stuff and millions of QP and stuff and apples and stuff. Log in. Be sure to log in every day.
I still got like 76 apples.
I have like 100 something. Keep them. Keep them. Use them. Yeah. It's going to be half AP all daily quests. You said that you needed ascension materials?
Yes.
That's going to be your opportunity. Instead of 40, it's going to be 20, 15, 10, and 5.
Nice.
For like the whole week or so. I think it's a week. When you try to level up, like you go and do level up like either your craft essence or your EXP, your characters, triple chance for great and super success.
Nice.
So normally it's double. This time it's triple.
Awesome.
So now's your chance to go and level up some of those guys. It's kind of a dick move because they do it now, and it's like, that'll be cool to level up Sherlock, but I really need that for summer when I get all the new guys. That's when I really need it. But, or maybe I'll just, if I roll Scheherazade, maybe I'll just wait. And then I'll just level her up when it's triple success.
Yeah.
Save me my EXP cards. But yeah. And then after about 2.5 weeks after AX, it'll be summer rerun. So opportunity to get last year's summer servants. I don't know if you need any of them, but
yeah, I need pretty much everybody that's already like any rerun. I haven't done it.
Okay.
So yeah.
But are you interested in some of them? Like
yeah,
it's Anne Bonny Archer, Marie Antoinette Caster, Tamamo Lancer, Artoria Archer, Mordred Ryder, Kiyohime Lancer. Yeah. Those guys.
Probably Artoria.
Actually, she's pretty good.
I've used her. Yeah.
I use her, unfortunately. But because she's like she's a stronger Orion basically. The only thing that separates Orion from Artoria, honestly, is that Orion has evade. So Orion has a little bit more of staying power. Artoria does not. Artoria has a heal, but if the enemy NPs you, she's dead. She's
right.
Gone. But yeah, and she crits really hard. I mean, archers in general crit really hard. That's why they're so strong. But yeah, she generates stars. She crits really hard. She has party attack up. Yeah.
Question: who's the horse dude?
Oh, he's the 5-star from the China. He is the Emperor. Something starts with a G, but he's a berserker.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the big main baddie guy. Also, the one that I keep saying, and when I post up the chick in brown, she has the brown dress that like is kind of covering her shoulders and everything, and I always say that's FGO Saki. That's his concubine. So she is the consort Yu, and the running joke is that she wants to be reunited with him. By the way, that's Scotty. So that's Scotty from the Norwegian mythology possessing Skasaha. That's why it's a Skasaha face.
Okay.
But basically, she can buff quick. So that's why when she comes into play, and she's going to be the 3rd year anniversary. So like Sherlock is 2nd year, she's the 3rd year servant. And once she comes in, she just breaks the game. Because her base skill gives you 50% bar at level 1.
Oh.
So she can just charge a bar.
That's good. I use Shiki,
Mm-hmm.
and I got her with one of those craft essence that brings her up to 60% already.
Okay.
So that would be really good.
Yeah, you get to NP right there. Boom. And then because she buffs quick, if they have AoE like quick like he does, you're just like 3 turns. You know, you go in, you Noble Phantasm, dead. Next turn, Noble Phantasm, dead. Next turn, Noble Phantasm, you're done. Round. So, yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff. I think in USA right now we're in the middle of the exciting parts. I think that right now with Summer Year 2 is really where the game kicks off. Like last year, Babylonia and Camelot were kind of like the big things, but then it kind of like lulled. Like Shinjuku was fine. I actually like Shinjuku as a story, and I would love to see it get an anime, but it's also kind of like mellow. You know, it's not as intense as some of the other things. There were some intense moments, but it wasn't as intense as like Babylonia was and stuff.
Right.
So Agartha, I have no idea what to expect in Agartha. I've seen some like streamers play some stages and stuff, and I'll just take it as it is. But Summer Year 2 is where it's just gonna you're just gonna get the good stuff. And then after that, it's like Nero Fest, the challenge quests. That's when they introduce dress spheres.
Okay.
That's when you get to put the gym outfit on Nero.
Okay.
Like the bloomers, and she has the bandana in her hair. She has the white shirt. They introduce dress spheres, and then you get to change their costumes. So like Nero gets the gym outfit. Astolfo gets the like skirt and the striped shirt from Apocrypha the anime.
Okay, don't care about that.
Arthur gets his white tuxedo, which is the one they made the Nendoroid out of. That white tuxedo.
Okay.
That Arthur gets that.
I do have a figure of him pre-order too.
Is that Nendo?
No, just a figure of
okay.
Arthur.
Okay. Yeah,
Like in his armor and everything.
I'm thinking about getting that white tuxedo Nendoroid. Mashu gets her swimsuit, so just like the white, like negligee-looking swimsuit, she can get out as a costume. Yeah. Oh, and Jalter gets her Shinjuku outfit.
Okay.
So that, you know, like I said, a lot of exciting things are going to start coming out, starting with Summer Year 2. It's just going to be kind of like non-stop. So, yeah, I think that I'm going to wrap it up there with that prelude right there, that warning. Go crazy, man. Level up. Take advantage of the Year 2 anniversary events, the triple level up. If you need me to turn on anybody, let me know. So,
right.
And yeah, get your free Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. 1 star, but that's fine. You said limited, so
yeah. And remember too that starting with the Lost Belt chapters, which will be after New Year's this year, starting in January. So you actually don't need to complete these Epic of Remnant stories. They're kind of like side stories that don't have any bearing on the overall FGO story.
Right.
But they are fun. They are really fun. Watching Musashi duel Kojiro, because, you know, they had an actual historical rivalry as swordsmen. So, and on top of that, that's the name of them in Pokemon, Musashi and Kojiro. Yeah, you get to do that in Shimosa, which will be in October. There's a lot of fun moments, I feel. Coming up.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I picked it up at a good time.
Yes.
I picked it back up at a good time.
Yes. And on top of it, like I said, you got the Babylonia anime coming out, and then you got the Camelot next year. There's a lot. There's a lot going on, both in terms of gameplay and media. So just keep at it, hammer away at it, ask for help, follow the forums and all that, and yeah, we'll pick this up in 2 weeks, and we'll see what Albert says to us on the live stream.
All right. I also want to bring up. I'll talk about Bang Dream stuff next episode.
Okay.
After our E3 stuff.
Sounds good.
That way we're still keeping the split.
yeah, no doubt.
Plus I have to finish a story for this latest event. So
Got it.
Got all the chapters unlocked. I just got to go through it.
For sure. I'm interested.
I'll have like 3 events to go through.
Wow. All right. Then you'll be me next time.
Yeah, wait.
Bang Dream on part 2 of this week's episode.
4 events.
Wow.
Now that I think about it.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, that'll be... it'll be like Sano just did for the FGO right now.
Just rant.
Yeah.
Rant and say watch the anime.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. It's a temporary goodbye because, like I said, we'll be right back in a couple of days to do part 2.
Oh, well, not yet anyway, because I got to go over what I'm going to watch next season.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I did bring that up?
Mm-hmm.
I just pulled up my anime list because that has everything on here. So I'm just going to go through it really quick, give you a list of what I'm going to watch. And I'll probably do descriptions later. Right now, it's getting kind of late, so I'll just give you a list of what I'm going to watch. I'll make a whole video about it later and do, for everybody to watch. But as far as what I'm going to be reacting to, I wanted to do this one, the Danmachi season 2,
okay.
but I have not watched season 1 yet, so I'll have to wait on that. But I am going to do Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone seems pretty interesting.
See? Takagi-san.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Let's see, I'm also doing Vinland Saga.
Okay.
That's Vikings, so
Oh, shit.
that should be interesting.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Lord El Malloy.
I just saw, I think Kita-Sean put out a video saying, is Gray worth it? And I was like, I don't give a fuck, Sean. I love Gray. Gray's Noble Phantasm is Rongo Miniad. And so I'm like, well, she's using the lance. Hell fucking yeah, you have my vote.
Nice. So yeah, I'm going to be watching Lord El Malloy. I'm going to be watching Inen no
For the
Shobotai.
firefighters?
Yeah, the firefighter one. And Isekai Cheat Magician. Because I got to have my Isekai series.
Correct.
Oh,
yes, Dumbbell.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm watching Dumbbell. And the
Mom and her two-hit attack.
Two-hit attack, yeah. I'm going to do this one. The Hentai Demo Suki ni Nate.
Okay.
I'm going to do that one.
Tenjina Senpai.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm doing Tenjina Senpai. Magical Senpai. I'm going to do the If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord.
Jeez.
Also a Isekai, I think.
I might join you on that one.
Let's see. Arabura Kisetsu no Otome Domoyo. I'm going to do that one as well. Let's see, what else? Nothing on this row. I'm going to do the Sonen Deska, where they're stuck on the tropical island. JoshiKausei no Motozukai. I'm going to do that.
Murazukai.
Yeah. Nothing on this page. I think that's it. That's everything.
Alright.
That's everything I'm doing. That is 1, 2. Oh, wait. Given. I'm doing that as well. To keep up the musical anime tradition.
At least one.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13,
You're gonna do reactions for all
14.
14?
All 14, yes.
You're gonna do reactions?
Gonna do reactions.
Wow. You guys better watch these.
Yes. Yeah.
Please watch these.
Please. I think there might be... I think I need to work on my tags. Because I know I get some people saying that they can't find any of my videos when they search for them.
Yeah. And I hear that in general, too, because they're always messing with the algorithms and things like that.
Yeah.
And, like, just, commentators that I watch on YouTube, they're always complaining about that. So, yeah. We'll that's something we gotta work on, for sure.
Definitely. Because it kind of sucks when you upload like some videos and you think you're going to do well, and then you get 20 views.
Yeah.
And it's like...
When you're talking about something popular, too, you're like, you'd think at least somebody would come and at least listen for a minute, and then be like, yeah, these guys suck, and then leave. So,
yeah. Like Shield Hero.
Yeah, Yeah.
I'll get maybe 30 views. So I think there's something wrong with the tags.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll work on it.
Something worth investigating. But, okay.
But again, that's everything I'm going to react to. I'll do a separate video describing each for those who don't know what they are. And that'll probably come out next week.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
All right. So for this episode.
For this episode,
So again, to review, today's episode was about anime and FGO. But the next time we are going to do our Fanime recap,
Right.
as well as things that were interesting to us from E3.
Right.
And then Roman is going to do Bong Dream.
Yes, because I got to do my Bang Dream stuff.
That's fair. So that's all I got. So again, like, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
watch Roman's videos.
Yes, please.
He's going to crank them out as hard and as fast as he can.
Yes.
Be sure to visit the page, like, comment. I'm going to try to be more active. The other thing, too, guys, if I can be quite honest, some of the things that I post and I want to share with you guys, I'm not always sure I can, because I don't want to get Roman or get anybody in trouble. And that's why I have no problem sharing them on my personal page, but sharing them with y'all... But some of you guys are pretty lax, and I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Some of the things I think wouldn't get any reactions, you guys react on. So it's really shocking. So I think I just need to get over my inhibitions and then just be like, you know what, Roman? Anime Mystics is now a shitposting page, and then just go wild.
And I'll be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy going with the page.
So, yeah, I need to do something. I'm also showing Roman this.
That's awesome.
So I always make that joke that Babylonia is just Konosuba because Ishtar and Ereshkigal are just like not necessarily competing goddesses, but you know, one is a ditz and one is a klutz and the other one is kind of like cockier than she should be. And so that's why I'm always making Konosuba jokes about Babylonia. And so I was just waiting for somebody to do that. I always run around saying Ereshkigal pads her chest. Join the cult of Ishtar. Ishtar can teach you awesome party tricks.
Yes.
And on top of that, there's a scene where Caster Gilgamesh, King Gilgamesh, puts a clay tablet around Ishtar because she screwed up, and the clay tablet says "useless goddess." So it just really sells the aqua, and so I've been waiting for that, and I've been meaning to Photoshop like Ishtar on aqua and saying now pray repeat after me. Ereshkigal pads her chest, and then I'm gonna put Ereshkigal on Eris. So yeah, I have a lot of work I need to do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Get on that.
yeah. But yeah, so when the Babylonia anime comes out, I believe it's going to be a matter of hours before everybody comes out and makes Konosuba, Ishtar, Eris, Ereshkigal jokes.
So they're both in it.
Which mean?
Ereshkigal and
Yes,
Ishtar.
Ereshkigal and Ishtar in Babylonia.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was just Ishtar.
No,
So
no,
that's something new.
no.
Learn something new.
Yeah. Ereshkigal will be your Christmas servant.
Okay.
So she'll be the Christmas banner. So.
Okay. Could also be a figure I get in February.
Yes. Yeah. I got the Nendoroid, so I'm good.
I always go for the big figures.
No, I'm the opposite.
Like, on Good Smile, I'll get the big figure and then I'll add a Nendoroid that I want because I want to pay for the Nendoroid and get the free shipping for the big figure.
I usually am good with either like a Nesso and a Nendo, or a Nendo, maybe the Figma. In the case of Tanya, though, I got the Figma from the movie because I love the movie so much. The Tanya movie was so amazing. Oh, I can't gush about it enough. But we're wrapping up, so let's get out of here. We'll see you guys in a couple of days. Like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think. If you have anything that excited you about E3, mention it in the comments, and if we have enough time, we'll talk about it on the next one, on part 2 of this podcast.
Yes. I still got to go and look up E3, so.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so as Steven said, like, comment, subscribe. We will talk to you all again in a few days.
Yes, real soon.
And I hope you all look forward to it.
All right, you guys, we'll see you on the other side.
All right.
Late.
Bye.